get into this message. I'm going to say a prayer and I'm going to get in. Heavenly Father, I ask that you season my tongue with salt so I'll know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. I ask, God, that this message falls on the ears that need to hear it. I'm asking, God, for clairvoyant, clairsentience, clairaudience messages, clairvoyant messages. I'm asking, God, that the ears that need to hear it, and it falls on the right ears. I'm also asking, God, for forgiveness for my collective and forgiveness of my sins and my iniquities. I ask, God, that you guide us and teach us the right way to go. I also ask, God, for grace, mercy, and insight. I thank you, God, for another day. And I thank you, God, for the angels that protect us to and fro. I ask, God, that Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metrion come in here and protect me as I channel. I ask, God, that no weapon formed up against me or the collective shall prosper. In the mighty name of Jesus, I ask, God, that you give me the right deck to use. I ask, God, that you give me the wisdom to use it. But I also ask, God, that you flow through me, that the Holy Spirit flows through me. In the mighty name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. I'm going to light my incense and let's get in here. So my business phone is broke. So if you've been trying to reach out to me for a personal reading, you have to email me because I'm not going to be able to see it on my business line. If you've been trying to contact me, my business line is, my screen on my business line is broken. So I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see you trying to get in contact with me. Okay. I hope everybody is having an amazing Wednesday. Was it Tuesday? I think today is Wednesday. I can't even see on that. Two of Cups, Hangman, and the Ace of Pentacles. Two of Cups, the Hangman, and the Ace of Pentacles. Put those up there. Somebody who I'm talking to, you respected in the spiritual realm. And this is why you have so much angelic help, because you're respected in the spiritual realm. Somebody could have been trying to go up against you, and now they know that you are respected in the spiritual realm. And that's why maybe something that they tried to pull did not work. Okay? Where's my bell? I ask that any negative energy clear the room, only positive energy, new energy. If somebody did a protection spell, it didn't went through because my candle won't stay lit. So if you've been lighting your white candle, asking God for protection, Psalms 24 verse 5, it's definitely working. Continue to light your white candle. Continue to ask for protection. I keep hearing, I'm so glad that trouble don't last always. I'm so glad, oh yes I am. The trouble don't last always. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for Lord, you are with me. Your rod, your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before the presence of my enemies. Even my incense going out. Somebody protection ritual is definitely working. Because all of my stuff is coming, is going out. So if you did a protection ritual, it's definitely working. Continue to light your white candles, especially if you're lighting them in each room and you're praying in your Bible. Continue to do that, because if somebody has you on the altar, it's gonna come off. It's gonna fall off. Okay, let's get it done. Today I want to use a deck that I don't normally use, because it seems like I keep picking on the same decks. Let's see, Camillia. Good morning. Hey, Roro Bay. Hey, sweetie. How you doing this morning? Thank you for everybody for being here. We're going to use the heart. We're going to use the Psychic Tarot Heart by John. John been coming up a lot in my readings lately. John, James, Mark. Awaiting results. Some of y'all could be awaiting test results or some type of results. Hey, True Intuition. Hey, babe, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I love that color. Thank you. I appreciate you. So my auntie taught me how to read candles, right? Because she's into spirituality as well. And she said when my candle goes almost out, that means that the whatever ritual that I had been doing, which I had been doing a protection ritual, because I had been pulling cards saying that somebody had wanted me or my collective on their altar. So for 3 days straight, I lit a white candle and I prayed Psalms. Chapter 25, verse 5. I kept praying it for 3 days straight, 3 days straight. And I feel like the protection is working. So if you've been feeling like if you've been feeling protected or underprotected, go get you 3 white candles. It don't have to be name brand, just 3 solid white candles. Put it in your children's room, put it in your room, and then read your Bible as you're lighting the candle. Ask and pray with pure intention. Okay. Give me 3, Spirit. Definitely went out. One of my observed. You being observed at this time for a new position, a job. 12 means that you're on the right path. If you've been asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? Am I paying attention to the signs of synchronicity from the Holy Spirit, from God? Yes, you are. And other people are exerting the change that you're doing on yourself. Some of y'all could be iron deficiency. So if you having a dark ring around your eyes, you need to know that your iron is low. Okay. You could do it the natural way, or you can take iron pills. You could you need somebody maybe iron deficiency. This is why you got darkness around your eyes. You could be feeling low of energy, sleep deprived. Somebody got red hair. I also heard walking up my stairs this morning, somebody's name could be Pearl, Miss Pearl, or Pearline. She could wear her hair in a natural state, a white afro. She could actually wear pearl earrings and a pearl protection chain around her neck. I guess confirmation, because I just heard the horn. Give me another one, Spirit. Give me 3 more. So they gave me 3. I asked for 3. Something that you asking God for is gonna come through when you least expect it. Okay? It says, and they came out in reverse. You let go of control. You got control and sadness and isolation came out in reverse. Whatever you've been doing, the protection rituals, call your energy back. Because sometimes when we feel impulsive or we feel irritated, it really don't be our energy. It be other people pulling on our energy, and it makes us not ourselves. Okay, somebody could be confused right now about your energy because you have changed, and this could be bringing somebody's sadness. Okay, somebody right now is sad, they're crying. This could be a water sign. Okay, this is somebody that thought that you guys were very close and that you would never leave, that you would never surrender to God. When you surrender to God, that means, God, I don't care what you take out of my life, as long as I don't lose you, as long as you don't stop using me, as long as I don't lose the sense of direction of where you taking me. Somebody is mad that you surrendered control, and this person don't know how to surrender control, and they're trying to have control over your life. They've been observing you. Like I said, somebody's been doing a ritual. This is why I want you to do a protection ritual. I even buy candles and light them in my kids' room. If you got a 5 below, they should be fairly cheaper. And set your intentions while you're lighting the white candle. If it is for protection, God, I ask for a hedge of protection around my family. I don't know what's going on right now, but I just want my family to be protected, right? Light your white candle and pay attention to the flames. Somebody is definitely sad, in a fetal position right now. They feeling isolated by you. They feel like you gave up on them. This is somebody that thought that you would never walk away. Walk away from y'all friendship, walk away from a relationship, walk away from a job. Some of y'all has put in y'all 2-week notice. Hey, I'm no longer going to work here, okay? And that right there showed God that you were surrendering control. God, I believe in you. God, I love you. God, I know you're gonna take me through the right doors. I know you're gonna open I know, God, that if a door closes for me, that there's another angelic door that I have to walk through. And I also know that when endings happen, endings don't mean damage. It means new beginnings. An end didn't have to happen to bring you a new beginning. Yeah, you got a lot of eyes on you. I say about 5 or 6 people that's watching you. Somebody that's watching you could be a Leo, a Pisces, and a Capricorn, earth sign. So you got earth, water, and fire here. This fire sign don't know how to release control. Somebody is not releasing control. Somebody could have steel blue eyes. They could turn green when you angry. Somebody is Cherokee Indian mixed with Cherokee. Let's see, guys. Let's find what deck I'm gonna use. Okay, I found a deck. Haven't used these in a long time. Let's knock the dust off of them. Okay, guys. Yep, I'm anemic. So you get cold fast. It says I'm here now at the clinic about to do my testing. Row. It says, is this a general? Yes, baby, this is a general. Sometimes I do zodiac signs, but today is just a general. I may come back because I've been feeling heavy to do a fire sign and earth sign reading. I want to know who's watching you and why are they observing you. I want to know, is they observing you for a new opportunity, a job? Are you gonna go in as like you know how you go into college and you go to nursing school and they send you to a nursing home, but you don't get paid at this nursing home. It's just to build your work ethic and for you to learn certain things that's going to be done in the hospital. So you could be somebody little protege, but before they hire you in. It's like this Palo Santo. I feel like we need all the protection because I keep lighting my protection incense and it keep going out. Somebody trying to make somebody that didn't think you was protected is trying to make your protection go away, but it don't go like that. When you protected from the spiritual realm in Orisha, some of y'all are protected by the mommy water. That's why I said it could be a water sign here. Let me get to this 8. Six of Clubs. This is somebody from your past watching you. What's the control? I said it was a fire sign that won't control. But she not distorted. She can be into divination. Queen of Wands, very sexy leader. Used to having control over everything. She normally is dominant in her relationships. What's this Queen of Wands? Control. Seven of Swords, but understanding that she don't have control over you is putting her in the Seven of Swords feeling defeated, ready to put down the swords. Somebody is knowing that the protection you carry is more than the physical eye can see. Somebody is finding out that even though you stand alone, you're never alone, and they upset because whatever plan that they took out to harm or hurt you, they're being defeated by the angels and the Most High God, the Holy Spirit. There was this, so this is a businesswoman, okay? This is somebody that fairly always get their way, but not getting their way when it come to you. See, the devil go through the weak link. He goes through, he finds things about you that you are insecure about, and he attacks that part of you. This woman could have told lies. Or if you a Queen of Wands, you being told lies on. Somebody is upset at you that they want full control over your life. You very beautiful. You are eye catching anywhere you go. Switch the roles. If you a King of Wands, you a leader, very handsome. When you go in a room, you stop. It's like the time stop because everybody looking at you. You take very good care of yourself. You may have a facial regimen that you do. Okay. But somebody out for blood and they want control over your life, and you not giving them and you surrendering control to the divine. This person pissed. This could be like an older sister, somebody that's older than you, or maybe somebody that you that looked after you or you look up to, but they can't be trusted. They want you to do good, but they don't want you to do better than them. It's like, where are you getting this angelic help from? Who is helping you? You know, why every time I set a net for you to fall in, you get out? Because of your angelic spiritual team. Because remember, when I first came on, I said some of y'all is, let me show you the card that I seen. And nothing is, you're respected in the spiritual realm. Definitely respected in the spiritual realm. So that means if I attack you, that's why I said somebody needs to go buy a white candle and pay attention to the flames. If you have to, while you sleep, that candle still should be lit, okay? Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords. Page of Cups. No, she owe you an apology. Somebody wants to give you an apology for trying to control your life and not knowing that you were fully protected is hurting somebody. Somebody thought that you was an easy target because maybe you be by yourself a lot. Popular loner. They thought that you were I heard jackpot. Somebody could talk with a list. Like you talk, yeah. Somebody could have had to do speech therapy growing up. Or somebody child goes to speech therapy. What's the Page of Cups, Seven of Swords? So what this person does is they practice witchcraft on you. They do graveyard magic, mirror magic, beauty spells, and then they watch you. What do you mean by watch me, Camillia? How can they watch me if I don't have a social media? Spiritually spy. Okay, when you in the mirror, mirrors are portals. Okay, if you looking at yourself in the mirror out the tub, that's a portal. If you seeing flies, I've been seeing a lot of bees. Some of y'all vibrating so high, that's why the bees are coming around you. Not because of the scent that you have on, because that you're vibrating so high. This person practices and then they watch you to see if they watch you to see is anything that they're doing. Hi, Peace. How you doing, baby? Thank you for being here. Hey, Jonisha. Hey, Angel. They watch you. So it's like, I'm going to do a candle magic. I'm going to do candle magic on you. Then I'm going to watch and see if you start having compression headaches, if you start being sick to the body. What's the sadness and isolation? The devil. You got the devil right. You got the devil mad right now because you I need to be quiet. Somebody is a life path number 3. Somebody birthday is in somebody a Capricorn. December the 3rd is somebody's birthday. Well, December the 12th. This person made a deal with the devil to sacrifice your soul. It didn't work. Because you released control. You gave the divine control over your life, and somebody is mad because you're fully protected. They can't come across the gun line. And what's making them even more mad is that you stay to yourself. You be isolated from a lot of people. So by you being isolated, they're like, oh, they really ain't got nobody. I barely see people visit them. I really don't see them interact with a lot of people. So they felt it was okay to try to sacrifice you. And be careful of people sending decoys in to try to talk to you or get to know you or date you. That's a trick. What is the devil in reverse? Queen of Swords. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that's being attacked. Or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. It's being attacked. Somebody want control over your wealth. Why did I say wealth? I was finna say destiny. Speak through me, Spirit. Some of y'all money looking different. Somebody know your money looking different because you looking like a walking bag. You look like money. You smell like money. You look like you got something to do. People to meet. Business deals to you know, shaking hands. Somebody also mad that you speak the truth. Somebody didn't think that you were going to fight back. Like, did somebody feel like, somebody felt like if it wasn't physically fighting you or physically tampering with your car, physically tampering with your mail, these are real things that I'm saying. Don't let none of this go over your head. Physically harming you, that you couldn't make a police report, or you couldn't prove that somebody was doing something to you. But one thing people need to understand, God sit high, but he seek low. Everything we do, every conversation we have, gossip, clean, whatever, God is listening because he wants us to be the best version of ourselves. And when you gossiping about somebody else's life, you're not being the best version of yourself. When you are going to graveyards, digging up people, dead people, you gonna got no sense. You don't have no mannerism. Queen of Swords, the devil. Yeah, watching you create something new. Watching you pour into your own gifts. Watching you learn your gifts. Somebody been watching you for a very long time. Whether you know it or not. This could be a PI. I've been having compression headaches over 3 weeks. A lot of bees. I thought it was my smell. No, baby, you vibrating high. So basically, it's like, say, see, people think fasting means just not eating. Say you fasting away from like watching TV, or you're fasting away from listening to certain music, or you're fasting away from certain foods, right? Or you're fasting away from doing something that you know that's not good for you. And then God sees you in alignment. You start taking your spiritual baths, okay? He will bless you with a new gift. He'll bless you with a gift that he wants to unfold inside of you. And sometimes it makes people scared because when God blesses you with gifts, he also blesses you with discernment. Take confirmation, Spirit. But everybody don't know how to use their discernment. Some people go through the same lessons over and over again because they don't want to learn. Not you. You started figuring out, okay, this is where I don't mind starting over as long as I pay attention to the red flags, as long as I pay attention to what's trying to defeat me. Some of y'all could be wearing head wraps around your head to protect your crown. If you're not, you see I got this hood on. Protect your crown. A lot of crown magic been going on since the beginning of September. to get you out of alignment, to make you feel like, to make you feel paranoid, to make you feel like people after you. You know, don't stop living your life. Whatever's gonna happen anyway. When you pray and ask God to protect you, that is all the protection you need. You don't have to be scared to go out, or fearful to go to a concert, or fearful to meet new people. When you use your discernment, God will tell you no, yes, no, hell no. Somebody jealous of your finances, because when you was with them, you may have not had this amount of money. And the wheel is turned. You getting good karma. Somebody watching things change for you because you surrender to the divine. This is somebody that can't surrender control. They want everything to work their way. If not their way, then somebody will be attacked. You got a Queen of Wands here. Somebody been lying to this Queen of Wands behind her back. And then when they do the candle magic or the rituals, they go trying to spy to see if something wrong with her. This is somebody that was told to apologize from the divine. God has told somebody, he gave somebody on a time limit to apologize to you, and they ain't apologized. It's because of their pride. But every time they do a new ritual, they watch you to see, are you sick? This is a man and 5 women. Remember I was saying yesterday that a lot of y'all need to do yoga because the hurt carry in your hips. Go get you a yoga class. It's a lot of, they fairly expensive. They not very expensive. Go take you a yoga class. Because some of y'all are carrying past trauma in your hips. And you probably like, well, I was never sexually abused. I'm not talking about being sexually abused. I'm talking about laying down with the devil. I'm talking about laying down with somebody that got spiritual, that has sexual demons on them, that they don't know how to pray off of them, from laying with a Jezebel that carry entities on them. Somebody could be dealing with back problems, lower back problems. You may need to do a liver detox. Okay, some of y'all need to detox your liver, or detox period. I'm seeing somebody hold their back. Okay, what's the observe? Who's observing the collective? A fire sign is being observed, or somebody observing this fire sign because they know the new opportunities. Page of Wands is new beginnings, new opportunities coming in for somebody, new abundance. They don't want you to have it. Some of y'all are very charismatic. It's very spontaneous. You would plan a trip out of nowhere, like, for Christmas we going to Dubai, and you be really putting your ducks in a row. Somebody jealous of the way that your mind thinks. Somebody wants your mind to wonder, wants you to feel like you're under judgment, wants you to feel like you're going to be attacked. But I told you, whatever protection, return to sender that you have done is working. It's working. Keep doing it. Buy a lot of white candles. When you venture off from white candles, those when other spells are being made. When you do red, somebody gonna pass. When you do green, that's for money. White, protection. Okay? Anyone in a white family will work, but you want a pure white candle. Somebody got a broken mirror with your name written on it. Stay in a brick 2-flat building with a red roof. Somebody got thick, bushy eyebrows, a mustache, about 5'9", 5'10". He drives a white van. Page of Wands, spirit. Yeah. Somebody wanted to juggle some money that ain't theirs. So this could be somebody you helped from the past, because I did see 6 of Cups. You no longer helping a family member, a friend, somebody that you worked with, a co-worker. They're pissed. They no longer have control over you. This could be somebody you met at a seminar. I was going to say, like, be careful with people touching you, touching your hands, giving you hugs, all of that, all of that. If it's not your kids, if it's not your sisters, your siblings, okay, all them hugs, because that's transferring spirits. That's like if I got a depression spirit on me and I hug you and you are abundant and you're happy and you're healing, I'm transferring. I'm trying to destiny swap. I want to take what you have, but I can't tell you that I want your life. I can't tell you that I want your intelligence. I want your wisdom. What I do, act like I like you, act like we cool whole time. I'm trying to take everything you have. I want control over your assets. I want control over your businesses. I want control over your livelihood. But they ain't God. But they're not God. Hey, vibration, babe. Yeah, this definitely could be some Knight of Wands. Want to come in and have sex with you. Want to come in and have, because they know having sex with you opens up a portal in their life. Somebody could have had sex with you in the past, and then their money started growing. They started buying property. Now they got an LLC in the business. Don't even know it came off of your blood. It came off of your sweat. It came off of your divine poom poom or your divine dingaling. See, divine masculine, I be telling you, you can't just let everybody sit down on your lap. You can't just let everybody kiss and hug. You can't let everybody in your energy, because you come from a royal bloodline. And through that bloodline, things may have happened to your ancestors that you don't know nothing about. See, a lot of things, a lot of triggers, a lot of trauma happens to our people, but they dead and gone. They can't tell us what really happened. How not to fall into the same temptation that they fell into. They can't tell us that. You just got to hear them speaking to you. You just got to hear them giving you advice. You got to see, when God allows your people to speak to you, they don't come in to scare you. They talk to you the same way they was talking to you while they were living. See, the flesh dies, the spirit lingers. I was talking about somebody's grandmother yesterday. Strong grandmother spirit. Somebody fear your grandmother. I'm here and I ain't afraid of no damn voodoo. See, somebody grandmother been protecting them, and she's seeing all this work that's being done on you. But it really ain't, because you protected. Somebody grandmother could be a Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah. To try to burden you, to make your life. Hey, Gemini, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I hope you stay. Trying to make your life hectic, try to make you go through burden after burden. Say you apply for this job, you got all the credentials, you smart as hell, you went to college, you a college grad, boom. Say you don't have a college degree, you just got your GED, but you still smart. You've been working since you was 16 years old. Somebody know bosses, because these jobs you got to know somebody. Oh, I'm getting chills. This really happened to somebody. Somebody denied you a job, a position that was yours. I heard $32 an hour. Whatever you do, I heard that you were supposed to be getting $32 an hour. Somebody was so jealous of you, they wanted to control your life. They wanted to control the men you date, the women you date, that they held back a job from you and gave it to somebody that's less qualified, and now they losing money in this company. When if you would have been there, the company, see, people don't understand. Blessings that come from God don't only be tangible. They be people that's smart as hell, that's here to help you get to the next level. But because you jealous or envious because this person got beautiful eyes, because they smell good, of their essence, of their aura, you downplay them, not knowing that every time you downplay them, God gonna elevate them. Somebody is mad that when you pray, you ain't gotta do no rituals. You ain't gotta do no witchcraft. You ain't out here. When you pray, when you cry, it's something in the universe that shake, because you are a divine being. Some of y'all are indigo children. What do you mean, Camillia? What is an indigo? You've been special since birth. You got a funny way of eating. You don't eat like everybody else. It got to be the certain way. It's some of y'all, somebody may have food allergies, but It got to be a certain way. You observe everything. You inspect your food. You say if you eating a burger, you're gonna take the bun off. You're gonna look at the meat. Somebody don't like that. They can't get over on you because you pay attention to everything. You pay attention to the tone of people's voice. You pay attention to the way they text you. You pay attention to everything. And somebody here is an overthinker. So when some people have conversations with you, you replay that conversation back because somebody was a liar. See, one thing about a liar, they slip up. Eventually, they gonna slip up. But it don't even be them. It be God trying to show you this person ain't shit. They a liar. When somebody shows you who they truly are, no matter how much you love them, no matter what title they hold in your life, you got to believe them. When somebody show you that they don't care about your worth or they don't care about your livelihood, you have to believe. I don't care if it's your mother. I don't care if it's your sister. Some of y'all got jealous siblings because you went farther than they have ever went. And you went with no help. See, somebody mother helps the other sibling. Somebody mother, she take care of their kids, she watch their kids, she buy shit for they, but somebody else don't get that kind of help. But God building you like that because he wants you to be able, when you get this LLC and you get this business, he wants you to know how to do it on your own and send your own spiritual team in to help you. The worst person to do business with is family. Because even though you want them to do right by you, they just same time, it don't work like that. You got to want somebody to work for you that want to see you do well, that already can envision the vision. I went on a job interview, and the woman was so rude and disrespectful. And shortly after the Kelly Price video, and see, what people don't understand is when they misuse you, they're not misusing you. They're misusing God because God sent you. You're never going to go a place without giving clearance from the Most High. You're never going to go in rooms, and this for somebody. Don't go back to that same place that broke you. You doing good now. Don't go back in that same area. You ain't got to show off that you accomplished things. And this somebody because I'm spiritual confirmation belch. Don't go back to them places that broke you. Don't go back to them places that didn't see your worth. Because somebody around you really do see your worth. And you've been through so much, you feel like this person don't see you, but they see you. They've been observing you since Christmas of last year. I said Christmas. Somebody view you as a present. 12. They got everything to do with December. Somebody been watching you evolve, change. You're not the same person you used to be. You ain't no angry. You're not mad. You ain't blaming nobody for what you've been through. Somebody wants you to be in that victim mentality. Woe is me. Why they hurting me? No. Okay, that job ain't for me. God, rejection be my protection. Because guess what? You do give me the job, you're going to be on some hating stuff trying to get me out this job. I don't have time for that. God going to place me in the right rooms. God, rejection be our protection. Whether I've been rejected by people and the whole time, God has shown me in a dream later on why I couldn't go. Why that wasn't my man. Why that wasn't the house that I needed to move in. Thought that there was the house and everything. My kids was comfortable and God was like, no. Come to find out, a lady died in that house from domestic violence. See, sometimes it takes for God to speak to your spirit and then for you to be a kind spirit. What's smoking? And it takes for you to be a kind spirit, people will just open up and tell you stuff. I'm just sitting on the porch. I'm chilling. I'm trying to learn the neighborhood, right? Lady walk up and start talking. You know what happened in that house? Is that why I was so cheap? What happened? When you got that energy where people will just tell you about your life, that's how you know you one of God's chosen. When people you don't know stop you in the middle of the street, and girl, let me tell you, and they don't know you from Adam, but they feel like comfortable enough to tell you deep, dark secrets about them. You be careful. You be careful with your energy. You be careful letting people hug you. You be careful going to new churches because you an empath. Let me get a couple. Let's get this deck. Let's see if the 3 witches come out. Because I'm definitely feeling a lot of spell work. That's what I'm saying. I've been feeling a lot of spell work. I have been going to sleep with white candles lit. I know they ain't going to burn down the house, but I need it for that protection. My daughter been sleeping with a candle lit. Show me, Spirit. Dreams. Didn't I say God speaks to us through dreams? Pay attention to your dream state. Write your dreams down on the full moon. Didn't I say a lot of people was practicing magic the beginning of September? We had a full moon in September. Think a full moon in Gemini. What's the dream, Spirit? Magical moments in reverse. Somebody didn't believe that you was God's miracle. Somebody didn't believe that God be healing you while you sleep at night. Somebody didn't believe that you have conversations with the Most High. Literally conversations, you have them with God. Somebody felt like that you was lying when you was like, no, I'm protected. I don't need no gun. I don't need to pay for protection. God protects me. Somebody then, they like, man, they stupid as hell. They living on cloud nine the whole time. Now they know you protected. Now they know you protected. Show me, Spirit. You broke a soul tie with somebody. There been a spiritual cord cutting. Somebody wanted to stay stuck to you. I left a paper and pen and walked out. I'm not working a week with that type of attitude. I know that's right. Somebody who thought that you had a soul tie with them, wanted control over your life, and they mad because you've surrendered. They don't understand 8, 9, 10, 11. You got 8, you got 11 here. 11 is a new beginning anyway. You seeing something clearer. Your third eye is open. That's why I'm saying protect your crown chakra. Yeah. Some of y'all was supposed to be married. Somebody did work on a ain't this a bitch? Okay, so I'm getting a little chills, y'all. When I get these chills, I know I'm on the right. There was a spiritual relationship that you and somebody was divinely guided, supposed to do something for the Most High. There was magic done on a full moon. Had been going on for 12 years to make you and this person separate. This person always had it in their mind that they were supposed to marry you, that you were the one, right? Whatever magic that somebody else is doing, it was to keep y'all apart. This masculine drink, he could drink wine. It was something placed in his drink. Hell yeah, it was. Because he don't even understand why y'all bond was broken. He don't understand, but now he do. That's why you got to be careful who you lay in the bed with. You got to screen these people. Show me, Spirit. Do you love me? Somebody don't love you because they can't love themselves. Remember I said there was 4 women working with a man. This man don't show the affection that he don't show up for this woman the way he showed up for you. This woman knows that. You and this man had a soul tie. There was a soul. There was like a friend, a homie, lover, friendship. Like you ain't have to lie to this person. Y'all ain't have to kick it. Y'all didn't have to. My relationship ended at 12 years mark 3 years ago. A story to be told. Show me, Spirit. Damn. Somebody could have said that your person was gay. Never was gay. That's in reverse. Somebody could have said that he was gay to keep you away from him. I just heard the horn beep. That's true. Show me, Spirit. Aftermath was you letting everything go and start loving yourself. The aftermath, somebody feel like you still got the upper hand. You still got the best end of the stick because you relinquished control and started healing. The best healing come from a heartbreak and somebody mad because they stuck with this person that they tried to steal from you. Now he's not affectionate. He doesn't care whether she go or come. She's being used for her finances. Everything she wanted to happen to you is happening. Now she's sad and isolated. This is a person that he really don't let her go out with his friends and him. Okay? When he's going out, he feels embarrassed by this woman. She feels sadness and isolation. Yeah. She thought she could get him through sex. She thought about putting them, yep, it's 4 women, baby. You want me to show you? Let me show you. Look on this card. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 women working with a man. Show me the observe. Sail and ship. Your ancestors told you to leave something alone, and you did. You listened. You let it go. You let it completely go. And that's some ship, something coming in for you. Like I said, there's a man. There's a man working with 4 women, and he feel guilty as fuck about what he doing. He feel guilty as fuck because he know you don't deserve this graveyard magic. Some of them digging up the wrong people. You know how somebody could die and they don't buy the headstone? Some of them, oh my gosh. You don't play in graveyards. You do not play in graveyards. That shit will come back to hunt you. Somebody feeling guilty because he gonna either be locked up or he in spiritual jail right now. He been telling this woman all these things, pillow talking. That's what niggas do. But this woman's so clueless. If a man is bringing up another woman while y'all together, you supposed to shut that shit down. Ain't no way in the hell I'm laying in a bed with a man and he talking about his ex. Is you cool? You better go be with her. You better go be with her. Ain't no way that you're not finna talk about your baby's mother. You're not going to talk about your ex-wife around me. When we come around each other, it's to bond. It's to grow. It's to heal one another. We not talking or gossiping about nothing from your past. Or you still stuck in the past. And if you stuck there, I need to leave you there because where I'm going, it ain't in the past. I ain't turning my back to go back. I want to go forward. Okay, so this man was in a bed with this woman and he kept bringing you up. Oh, and such, she don't cook her Alfredo like that. Such and such, she would have knew if I told her that let's get ready, she would have knew what clothes to put on. I ain't never have to dress such and such. She just had it. Somebody kept throwing you up in somebody's face till they started hating your ass and they started doing work on you. It wasn't you. It was that this man kept, if I would have called, she would have been bought her a new car by now. One thing I could say about her, she a hustler. Somebody kept throwing you up in somebody else. In Divine Masculine, she got with somebody else, and then when she got with that nigga, Divine Masculine would have never came with 1 gold chain. He would have never pulled up with a beat up hoopty. Whole time, Divine Masculine somewhere getting his shit together because he see you ain't shit. Like I said, the effort with you and somebody else was just off the chain. You ain't have to fake the chemistry. It was what it was. Somebody else had to overdo it. Well, I'm gonna wear this shirt with all my cleavage out. I'm gonna wear some really tight pants. I'm gonna bend over in front of him. It was like, I'm finna give you an example of what it was. You was in a relationship with a man whole time being watched by somebody that wanted your nigga. I want your man. I want the life he gives you. I want the life that you see. Both of y'all was putting in. Okay, but somebody didn't see that, okay? Because you're not verbal about what you do for your house. You don't need recognition to do the right thing. I'm talking to somebody right now like, I'm going to buy groceries. I'm going to do this. But somebody else is petty. Like, if they buy a new couch, they on Facebook. Look what I just, and it's grown people shit. This shit you supposed to do anyway, right? So, he was bringing up something like, it's the simple things. We ain't even have to go to 5-star restaurants. We could just Netflix and chill. She was just cool with all my family. Somebody just kept bringing you up and it made the other party hate you, bro. So she created an altar. He already had pictures of you from the past because you were somebody that's in a book. You're somebody that's in a photo album. You could have been younger in this photo album. And she started practicing. But one thing about it, you just can't start doing this. You have to get clearance. And you can't attack somebody. See, the universe got to say if it's a go or not. This person is sad thinking about you, feeling guilty. They know they're gonna be caught. They feel like some of y'all so gifted that you gonna find out, and your ancestors gonna prove it. Somebody feel like your ancestors gonna give you that your ancestors gonna wake you up out of a dream. They feel like your ancestors gonna give you some type of sign that there's some work being done on you. Didn't I say somebody can have Indian in them? Cherokee Indian. Somebody could be from Indonesia's Indonesia's tribe. Somebody could be full-blown Indian, full-blown Cuban. And I'm also getting like somebody makes their own cough medicine. Somebody is very herbal. You don't take store-bought things. You make your own cures to certain things. I heard to diseases. So you a medicine man or a medicine woman. You naturally help people heal. You give them the remedies to take to help them heal the body. That's why I was saying somebody could be dealing with an iron deficiency, because I seen somebody's eyes darker. And they don't even know these three people. This could be an aunt. This could be somebody grandmother. These women strong. They ready to take anybody out. Hey, Veronica Bay. Hey, Keo Taylor. Good morning. How y'all doing? Thank you for being here. Your ancestors said, no, this is where the ball dropped. Huh. You mad at them because they went on with their life and started. See, somebody is mad because they left you somewhere. Wherever they left you, you're not there no more. Whatever they said about you being lazy and you sitting somewhere, you like, I'm out of here. You like, you gonna always think about me. You gonna always be looking at old pictures of me because, baby, I am thing. You like, baby, I'm thing. So even when you said I wasn't nothing, baby, what you don't want, it's a million men. It's a line. It's a line around the corner for me, baby. I choose wisely. Do you know how many people want me? You know how many men was lusting after me while we was together? But I was loyal. I was faithful. I wanted you to get your shit together. But when my ancestors said it was time to go, I had to roll. When my ancestors said, you too good for that. You too good for that. You don't let nobody treat you less than when you the whole package. You ain't no snack, you the meal. They can't just skim through the pages when it comes to you. They got to open up the book and fully read it. See, it's so much depth about you. There's so many layers that you got to pull back when it comes to you. Why she's simple. Baby, just buy me a bag of hot fries and woo, and we can smoke a blunt together. That want you? Baby, I need compassion. I need time. I need honesty. Even if we friends, still be honest with me. You don't got to lie to me about nothing, because most times I may be going through what you going through, waiting for you to open up about it so we could both meet in the middle. See, you was a friend to somebody, and now they feel guilty. You want me to tell you why? You was a friend to somebody. You could lay in the bed with no clothes on. Y'all wouldn't even have sex. Y'all could just lay on y'all sides. Like, so what you think about power this week? So what you think about BMF? Oh, yeah. Now, yes, he's attracted. He want to jump your bones, but he don't have to, because the vibe you bring, it's your essence, bro. It's your essence. But that come from your ancestors. See, your ancestors wasn't no yes man, yes woman. Your grandmother wasn't no yes woman. She said what she felt and she stood on it. I said what I mean. Them kids got to be up for school. Face got to be shiny like Crisco grease. Ain't no cussing around me. Hey, transformation queen, babe. Somebody mad that when you speak, you tell the truth. Whether even if it's about you, whether you did something, I'm going to hold myself accountable type of person. Yeah, back then I was a firecracker, man. Yeah, but I'm not like that no more. Somebody is mad that you start changing, and now you don't want to deal with them. Now you can see clearly who they are. But when you start using your discernment, that's what God wants you to do, because it'll save your life. These people were so jealous. They had people working in corporations so that you couldn't get certain jobs. It was the way you walked in there. It was your whole demeanor. I know I'm going to get this job. You know how you walk in a place with a demeanor? I know I'm going to get this job. I got it in the bag. It's like your confidence is everywhere because you already prayed about it. So it's like once I pray and God say, it's already done. It's already yours. Some of Divine Masculine, you got your towel, you got your suit on, you walk in there, your hair cut, your beard all nice and groomed, and you got your portfolio in your arm. You ready. You got your resume. Everything they want, you have it. And somebody was mad, so they had people and hire. Don't hire them. Don't hire them. But this was a corrupt organization anyway. You didn't need to be there no way. But God be testing us to see how we gonna act when we get that no. Don't you know God be testing you all the days of your life? Don't you know God be trying to protect you? I want y'all to listen. If you're getting ready to go outside, right? These my car keys. And I all of a sudden lose my car keys. Don't you know that be spirit holding you back from a car accident? Don't you know if you get to the door and you leaving your purse? Don't you know that be spirit trying to block you from not going out there because something may be trying to happen to you? You gotta understand me. We fighting a spiritual war. It's not physical no more. They can't put lashes on our back and make us their property no more. We a long way from slavery, but a lot of people still trapped in a mind. See, they can't take something from you that they didn't give you, baby. Don't let nobody entrap you. Don't let nobody make you feel like you stuck. Because guess where God going? Where the broken hearted is. God gonna go right where the broken heart is, and he gonna speak to your soul. Don't you know how many lives that you done did this already? Don't you know how many people know how many enemies you done defeated? You know how many generational curses you have broken on your own with no help? When you was asking for help. Y'all got to help me. Come on, y'all. Let's pray together. Come on, y'all. And they like, pray. You like, hell yeah, let's pray together. Because they couldn't see the anointing that laid inside you. They felt like you wouldn't amount to anything. They felt like God didn't have a purpose on your life. They felt like that you want to go walk through the doors that you're going to walk through. You're going to walk through them doors. And I pray to God I'm there clapping for you. I pray to God I get an invitation to see you do what God has in store for you. Your whole life people been taking things from you because you were blessed, because you were anointed. They didn't know what to call it because you were special. They're like, damn, that kid different. They talking to their friends about, I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know what's wrong with her. She just crazy. I gave her a hot dog with a bun on it. She take the bun off. You different. When all the other kids was outside jumping rope or riding a bike, you was reading. You somewhere with your legs crossed meditating. Didn't even know you was meditating. You in the grass somewhere just sitting there like this. I'm getting a split down the middle. I'm seeing two ponytails. I'm seeing the little girl's hair is about this long with two red ribbons. I'm seeing her sit in the grass. There was things about you that you understood at a young age and didn't nobody explain it to you. You just knew better. There was feelings you got at a younger age like, don't walk past that alley. Take a different route home today. Somebody's name is Sarah. Whoever you are, Sarah, you've been taking care of people a very long time. God got a blessing with your name on it when you stop worrying about it. When you stop worrying about it and get out of your own way. She said, I had 2 braids with a ribbon. See, they didn't understand who you were. So you had aunties that would play a check. Here go a cookie. This the last cookie. They're going to give you a little piece like this, but they're going to get the other child the big side. Just to make you think that you wasn't who you were. But the whole time they knew you were the package. They knew through you was the abundance and the inheritance. All you needed to do was clean your bloodline out. See, right now, you got some toxics in your bloodline. But they came way before you. You didn't put them there. But it's up to you to break them. Your people counting on you, man. Don't get weary. Don't lose faith. You the one. You are the one, baby. God said, for the first shall be last and the last shall be first. A lot of times they pulled you out last. They would make sure everybody else got something. They be like, oh, I forgot. God said he never forgot. Everywhere you went as a child, he was holding your little hand. Holding your little hand. When you went and played in the garden, somebody had a grandmother who had a garden. Somebody had a garden attached to their house. Everywhere you went. Everywhere you went, God was right there speaking to you. I love you. You are beautiful. You're my baby. See, God say, I'll be a mother to the motherless and a father to the fatherless. A lot of times, it wasn't that you were the problem. They didn't like your mother because she had gifts. Some of y'all mothers was gifted. Medicine men and medicine women. She will heal you through her food she cooked. You sick? Go over there. You hungry? Go see my mama. You got some bumps? You need to... Some of y'all mothers knew what to do. She used the ingredients in her house. Bananas and oranges to heal the body. Ginger and turmeric. She in the kitchen. She cooking it up. She clearing the air because through the vents come nasty air through pollution. She in the house. You wondering why you got tall pots of water boiling because she trying to purify y'all air. You wonder why the oven is open because she's trying to make sure the whole house is heated in the wintertime. See, some of y'all had the type of mother. Dinner gonna be done before 2 o'clock. And you got that old spirit about you. People like, damn, you so young, but you got an old soul because my ancestors lie inside of me. They speak to my spirit. They tell me what to eat, what I can't eat. They tell me what company I can keep and what. And you know what? When you anointed, it bothers you a little bit because sometimes God be speaking to your spirit about people that you thought was supposed to go the whole route with you, but they got to get off on the next stop. And you be loving these people. And you be wanting them to change. And you be having faith that they good people, but everybody around you already can see past it. But it's something about the way your heart is. You be like, it's still some good inside of there. God be having to pull you out of that situation. Your whole life, God been pulling you out of situations. And sometimes we get addicted to hurt. So we think that's normal. And God said it ain't normal, baby. I want your heart to flourish. I want your heart to heal. I want to mend your heart together, patch by patch. Because God's hands can heal anything. See, Jesus didn't understand. If you really read, Jesus was being convicted by a lot of people because he didn't judge nobody. He didn't judge the tax collector. And actually, where they thought that the tax collector prayers weren't going to be heard, his was actually heard. See, it be the people that judge you and don't know that you got a connection with the Most High. It be the people that judge you that be like, they got a spot on you or they got a mark on your head to kill you, and God be like, they'll never die. Eternal life. See, people always talk about the goodness of God, but God get angry too sometimes. When he say, stop doing a certain thing. Don't do it no more. Get rid of it and you keep doing it. When he be giving you them little warnings, he wake you up out your sleep at a certain time and he be wanting you to pray, but then you just start strolling on Instagram or Facebook and he be saying, I woke you up at 4:30 to pray for your family. I woke you up at 4:30 so the cancer won't come back to your auntie that she just beat. Because you the vessel. But you don't look like God chose you. See, they feel like when God chooses you, you gotta dress like a nun. And they feel like you can't listen to rap music and that ain't true. God know who he be choosing when he choose you. He already know your heart. It's just the people that play like they know that they can do God's job and they can't. longevity. It says, I love you, sister. Your words are so awesome and powerful. Thank you so much for your time and guidance. Oh, Veronica, I love you too, babe. Thanks for being here. It says, folks are real. Listen, so I was talking to a lady, and she was here visiting from New Orleans. She said she met a warlock from here, from my city. And it made me know, like, I'm not tweaking, bro. Like, when I go out, it be so many people that try to touch me, grab my hands, try to talk to me. And I be real, like, because whatever somebody else carrying, that hug, that depression that they carrying, or battling with addictions, it'll put on to you. And I used to wonder why my grandma would be like, stop touching everybody. Everybody ain't your friends. Them your associates. And I'd be like, why my granny so angry? These is people. You know, but her eyes seem more, you know, my granny from Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. So it was things that she knew about people that I couldn't wrap my head around. And she said, yeah, Camilla, you're innocent right now. But when that woman said, she said, girl, I met a man and we were on a date. And she said he just kept doing things. And she said, when I went in the bathroom and I prayed, she said, don't get me wrong. She said, because I know you pray to God. I said, I do. But I get on my knees and I pray with my ancestors as well. And she said, they told me he was a warlock. So the day didn't end. She said they got a nightcap at his house. And whatever grown folks thing that was going on, he kept her underwear. So I told her how to reverse that thing. But to meet a person that was from the Noya, baby. She was from the Noya. She, deep accent, beautiful body. You know, she just had this essence about her. And how we started talking, I was like, you are so beautiful. She was like, you are so beautiful as well. Opened up a hole. She seen my beads. She was like, oh, you're spiritual. I'm like, yes, I'm very spiritual. When she said that warlock, I'm like, yup, God been saving me, not making. This is why. People walk around and they look like they normal, and the whole time they attached to witches and warlocks, and they be ready to get some of that innocent blood. They be ready for you to have sex with them, and you leave some of your semen, or you leave anything in them underwears so they can practice on you. I'm telling you, when that lady was speaking about the things that go on in New Orleans, and the people that come back and they be having shit attached to them, and they marriages break up. I just needed to hear that. See, God uses people to speak to you because I want to go to New Orleans. And my whole thing was, I can't wait to see the people that do what I do. She told me, you bet not. And I needed that. She had to be like 45 years old, but looked like she was 23. Skin flawless. Okay? Little legs. I'm like, you're 43. She's like, I'm 43 years old, Camilla. I'm like, damn, you look good. What is you drinking? It's like, I just take care of myself. It's like, I take really good care of myself. I don't really eat fast food. I'm like, damn. Take ginger shots. I walk. She was like, you don't need a gym membership. You just need to walk. I needed her to tell me that when you have these certain attachments, because I had to do a cord cutting. The reason why they be so strong is because you're dealing with somebody that is a warlock. So he ain't a regular average Joe that you trying to cut a cord from. Every time you try to cut the cord, he gonna put that cord back together if he's strong enough. I needed her to tell me that, because I felt like, I'm like, what the? I'm steady trying to break the cord. This person reaching out to me. This person trying to meet up with me. No, I don't want to meet up with you. I know what you did to me last summer. I'm trying to get off some of the shit you did last summer. But it took for her to tell me. Just like a woman to trap a man. This is exactly what she said. Just like a woman will trap a man will trap a woman. I was like, wait a minute. We talking business now. She's like, especially when they know you divine. I hope when I do go to the Noya, I see you. Because, baby, the conversation was so... I missed my ticket going into the restaurant because I wanted to know. What? just as beautiful as she wanted to be. Remind me of one of my aunties that lived in Indiana. Because my auntie put me in the mind of Nia Long. Nia Long is a beauty. I don't care what nobody say. She just ages like fine wine. She put me in the mind of her. I'm like, what the hell? And mind you, the man fine as hell. He about 6 feet. Got his little chest. A handsome man. What do you think? Look like a preacher child. I just couldn't, but I said, I gotta shake your hand. Whatever I get from the know you, I get it off. But man, and it put me in a mind. Okay, this was what I'm gonna say. Remember the movie Ease by You? And the whole time, walk with me in this movie. Remember Ease by You? And she said, just because you got a little blood in your panties, don't mean you can't act civilized no more. Remember that part? But before that part, remember the daddy and her. Remember she came in and she wanted to be so much like her mother. Remember this, right? And she sat on her daddy lap and she tried to kiss him in a way that wasn't father and daughter. And he was like, oh no, baby, don't do that. And I don't know if he tapped her or something, but it made her feel uncomfortable. Remember, she went and told Eve that the daddy did a lie. She lied on her, remember? That's what the lady was putting me in the mind of. She was like, you got some that's really tapped in that could tell you really everything. She said, you got some that's... He slapped her. Okay, I knew he did something. Remember when it was like he was sitting in the front room. I think he was a doctor. Wasn't he a doctor? He was an African-American doctor. But he was a whore. That man. The baby caught the daddy. Yet, y'all go watch the movie. The baby caught the daddy in the shed with the woman. Remember the real heavy set woman? And she had a man? Yes, he was a doctor. Okay. Remember, Eve started going to see that witch, the lady, the voodoo lady. And she was like, at first she was like, what are you doing here? And she didn't want to deal with it and shit. And then Eve was like, I need this, woo, woo. And she told Eve, and remember what happened. I'm going to go watch it after this too, but that's what she was putting me in the mind of that be going on in Anoya. That's what she was telling me. You can't go to any tarot shop. She was like, make sure you're praying before you go in and stuff like that, which I wasn't going to get a reading. I just wanted to see the make of it because that's where it really comes from. This is tarot and the card. It really originates from there, you know. And what got to me is when a lady was like, you see how one small lie, because she told Eve, she said, he gonna die. Remember she said something bad she was like, I want something bad to happen to him. Because, you know, and she cried with her, her sister confided in her. And she believed her sister. And the whole time, he wasn't trying to touch her no sexual way. He didn't do nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? But because she was going to mess with the wrong doctor, things started happening to her little brother. Remember her little brother, remember the mama tried to keep them in the house because of something that was said at the reading. And she was afraid that the kids, something bad was going to happen to the kids. Y'all got to go watch it. I'm telling too much. But yes, Ease by You. Go watch it. Ease by You. I'm telling you that lady was crazy. But everything she predicted, she said, remember, girl, you going to... But wait, remember when she was like, remember the auntie that she was like, every man that ever messed with you, witches and warlocks are real. Yes, it says she was attached to a grown man. Right. Wait, she was attracted to a grown man, which was her daddy. That's what's so crazy to me. But it's good like that though. The movie. Yeah, but listen, remember the auntie when she told the auntie, she said, any man you date, she said, you are dead. She was like, every man you date died. She was like, you're cursed. Remember that other man she loved died. Remember that other man died. And she was really in love with these men. And these men really was in love with her. Whatever curse, because you remember too, she would have visions. That auntie, not the cursed auntie. I'm talking about the auntie that was I forgot her name. I forgot the actor name, but she had the amber hair, and she would that movie came out when I was a little girl. Yes, and it was kind of letting me know that the closest people to you could tell a story, to tell you something, and it'll make you be impulsive to hurt somebody that really don't deserve to be hurt. It says, but the fact that her and her gift of sight, remember when her auntie told her to touch her hand? Yes, girl. Yes, Veronica. What that part meant? Did that part mean her auntie knew that she was gifted? Yeah, now I remember. Because she knew that she was going to, I think she felt like she was going to go see that other lady. Because remember, she had already started giving the lady little money, and she trying to get this. And this is how people get into losing their lives because a small lie. You see what I'm saying? How, say that you was dealing with my ex, and I take your picture to a witch doctor. Whole time I lied to the witch doctor and say that you've been doing things to me. Now your people coming up dead. Now you falling sick. This is why I take very care in what I do, because when I get the pictures sent to me for a personal reading, I pray over them. If God tell me I can't accept that money, I'd never do a reading. When God say I can, I'll accept it. It says, every man that proposed to my sister died right before the wedding. My sister said she feels like she cursed. Bro. She said, Veronica said she knew that baby saw something, and when she touched her hand, like, no, never mind. Yeah. But, and then that's what I'm saying, like, I wonder why the auntie didn't really practice like that. For you to have a gift to see, I think she did do some type of work though. The auntie did. It may not been divination. She did some type of work, because I remember people coming to her house paying for her services. And I remember that last man falling in love with her. And she was like, no, you don't want to marry me. It's not going to work out, or something like that. And he was like, no, I'm going to marry you. And he died. Yes, she did, because remember, she helped that man find out that his wife was cheating. Yeah, she had the gift of sight. And this is what I'm saying, like, sometimes you got to hide your gifts from people because they'll try to spiritually blind you. Sometimes people know what you're saying is to be true, but because you so direct or on point with what you're saying, they'll try to spiritually blind you to close your third eye. Some of us come from a group of medicine men and medicine women. And somebody ancestor wants you to be the next in line to do it. Because all the stuff that we taking for these colds and for our body is breaking our immune system. Some of y'all are natural born medicine men. I'm seeing a lady. Some of y'all finna start a business. And may start at a small storefront and end up in a larger place. I'm seeing mason jars. Somebody gonna start making candles too, with herbs in them. And the herbs, when the candle is lit, the wax is gonna help heal. Somebody need to detox their liver. I don't know what you've been doing. It could be from years of drinking or whatever. Somebody need to detox their liver. And that's me. It's a little or gifted people run around from their purpose. Yeah, that's true. Right. I had someone that made my chakras unbalanced cause of my gift. It says me. That's me. That candle maker. Make me some candles. You know, we'll do a service for a service, because I need some really good candles. Because I had y'all, let me tell you about this. So this was when I first got into tarot. I went and bought me a deck. Now, the store the store right next to the deck. She was an African American woman. She had books for children. I guess she was the author of some of these books. But before I went in her shop, I went into the tarot shop. So the little lady came up to me and stuff, and she was like, well, what are you trying to get? I'm like, I just want to buy a deck. The deck was like $30-something, which I didn't know that it was too expensive till years later. So when I got this deck, it was something my son and my daughter was like, Mom, that deck is demonic. And I'm like, no, it's not. But let me tell you what the lady did. So after I bought the tarot deck, I tried to go in her shop. She slammed, it was like, you know, the gates that pull down. She slammed her gates, locked the door. And I was like, and it made me feel so bad that I was crying on the bus stop. Like, but this was when I was first getting into tarot. So I was telling my kids, like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? And Junior was like, Ma, I think you should throw that deck in the garbage. I threw the deck. No, my sister came and threw the deck in the garbage. She was like, you get that from your mama. Because I remember your mama used to urine in people's lemonade. And I was like, what the hell? So I prayed. I threw that deck away and I went and bought a deck off Etsy. And the deck, I think it was from Mystic Beauty. And she wrote me a little card saying, like, I pray that this deck brings you, makes you use your gifts and bring you good insight and everything like that. So I'm like, okay. So then I had a dream, but I know God's voice, and I knew this was the devil trying to trick me. So he was like, throw them all away. So now I go to my kids because I get the dream while I'm sleeping. So I wake up, I'm crying. I go to my daughter like, I think I got to throw all my decks away. Let me tell you what this little girl did. She went over each deck and she started praying. And I know my kids watch me pray. But I didn't know she had the words inside of her that she was saying. And once she started praying over my decks, and she was like, but Mommy, you really don't have a lot of tarot. You got a lot of oracle. And she was like, and God, it's me. Something, amen. So for a few days, I ain't touched the decks. So I go back to that store. Why the lady that's closed, the store is gone. All the books, she had little bricks. She had, like, I guess they were African American authors for children books all around her store. So that was my thing, because I had bought me a deck, and I'm like, I'm finna go buy my babies 2 little books a piece. Baby, when she shut, it was like the way she shut the store down. It was like I came out the tarot store, and her store was right. So I'm going into, she was like, and then I'm like, mind you, she was just open. She was sweeping at the door. I'm seeing the little books in front of the door. It scared the crap out of me. Yes, Mystic Beauty is awesome. Yes, she is. I love Mystic Beauty. Yes, I do too. I love her, but she the reason why I didn't stop. But not only that, I prayed and I fasted for 3 days. And then God said, as long as you don't put nothing before me. So as long as, you know, I always pray before I do everything. And that's why a lot of people get mad at me, because once I pray and you send me the money, you can send me the money if you want to, but once I pray and if God say I can't accept it, I send it back. People get mad at me. But it be me being obedient, because it was one time I did a reading on a little girl, and my grandmother told me, Camillia, that's a dangerous man, bag out. And I didn't. I had caught the flu. The flu feel like it was going to take me out. I felt like I was going to be taken out. But mind you, while I was talking to the girl that I went to beauty school with, my grandmother kept saying, pull out. Pull out. And I didn't. And but boy, was I spot on with him. The way that he looked, his weight, everything I was spot on with. The things that her daughter was not telling her, because her daughter wasn't telling her that this man was doing things to her that he was not supposed to be doing. I feel like when you do not pay attention to God's warnings, you're going to pay for them. You're going to pay for those red flags that you missed. And I'm glad I caught it, but there was things that was done before I caught it. But yeah, when you gifted or you anointed, you got to pay attention to God's voice. And you got to wait on him to give you answers about things. This spirituality opened up. So even when I go to churches and I talk to God before I get in there, he tells me I can never go back to some of the churches. God be revealing to me if the pastor is bad. He only revealed it to me when the pastor is doing baptism. It's like when he touches the person, God be like, demonic. I be hearing them, demonic. And I could never go back. And it be some of the churches my kids love. Like, they be loving these churches because they love the choir. They love what they do for the youth. But when God tell me to get out, I'll be having to go, baby. Because I know his voice is so kind and patient. And that's how the devil tried to trick me. Because it was like, he tried to come in real. He was like, throw them away. Throw all of them away. Now. It was the now. God don't never talk to me like that. God ain't never raised his voice talking to me. It be like, And you know that was wrong, don't you? You apologize. Or I'll be reading my Bible, then my page will just flip to a certain thing that he want me to read, and it'd be convicting my spirit about something like gossip, saying me and my cousin just on the phone, and we talking about just old stuff that we ain't supposed to be talking about. Gotta convict my spirit about that. You know, so... And I remember an older lady telling me, she said, baby, when God started talking to you, you gonna know your purpose. And I'm like, I love older people. People think, they be like, I will go to a nursing home and I ain't got no business being up there, and I'm just talking to the elders. I'm just getting some of their wisdom. They be so cool, so laid back. They got so many stories. I love it. And I know that when God has a purpose on your life, he'll start chasing you. Chasing you even though you're going through addictions. Chasing you while you in a terrible relationship. Chasing you while you trying to chase financial freedom. He be trying to chase you and saying, you don't even got to do all that. All you got to do is seek me. I'm going to show you what things to do. I'm going to give you the blueprint, you know. And I never knew that fasting was so important, because when I fast, it clears everything. It clears all the toxins out that I've been eating. And then I start getting these vivid dreams of things of the past. My grandmother, her being a child, things that she had to endure. Because I know there's a lot of people that was born in like 1946s, 1942s. They don't really show a lot of affection the way that I am, like with my kids, but it's because of what it be like a pattern of cycles that they went through. You know, my grandmother said that her mother never really was, I love you, you know, like that, you know, but when she got ready to pass, she was real affectionate. But man, I tell you, I don't know. I know that when I first figured out some of the things that God was doing me, I felt like they was curses. Because I'll be literally in a room with somebody and I'm like, God, I want this to be my friend. Like, I really want to confide in this person about my past, and he'll shut me up. No, that's not your friend. They talking about you right now. And literally, I could be on a toilet sitting there and he will allow me to hear the conversations, whatever. People can be jealous of the way somebody else fall in love with your energy, your essence, not even knowing they falling in love with a piece of God, because wherever you are, God is right there with you. Sometimes people look at you as naive because you have an innocent childlike spirit, and they'll be thinking, oh, they naive, I can lie to them, get over, but the whole time God will replace something in your mind, and you'll be wondering like, God, I had that conversation 7 days ago. He be trying to make you remember why you don't need to deal with somebody, or why he been pushing somebody away from you. It be certain times I be trying to call and check on everybody, and God be like, put the phone down. Put the phone down. It be situations where I be wanting to tell somebody what God is doing, and he'll just choke me up. And I know right then that God is telling me, you telling your business to the wrong person. It's just the way that he works. It's so amazing. And every time that I think I'm late or I'm not on time, he give me a sign to know you right where I need you to be. You're right where I need you to be to heal. You right where I need you to be to grow. You right where I need you to be to reread what I gave you already. I gave you the information. You just skimming through it. And that's me. I skim through it. And I'm learning that angels really do come in earth-like form. All angels not of spirit. Some angels are earthly angels. And you could tell they so free-spirited. They don't mind helping you with resources, but they don't stay for long. So when you accompany a real earth angel, make sure you don't put no limits on what y'all do with each other. Allow yourself to fully be free. Because there's so many things you're going to learn through them. Because all the days while you're on earth, you're going to be tested by the Most High. Tested by the devil. Some of the tests that we have don't come from God. Some of them come from the devil. To show, because he be trying to show God that you ain't who you are. But God really already knows. God knows already that you are who he says you are. Ain't that something? Job was tested by the devil. But God sent the devil to test Job. You see what I'm saying? Remember in the Bible when he was like, what do you think about Job? That was God asking the devil. No friends, no family members, no spouse, just me and God. I know that's right. God will feed the words into you that needs to be said. Like, and I be wondering why when I meet certain people, like God will tell me like, go bless that person. Or go pay for that person food. Or pay for that person groceries. Or go tell that person don't give up. And it'll be like people that look like nothing's wrong with them. I'll just be like, God loves you, don't give up. They'll stop in the middle of the parking lot and be like, oh my God, thank you, I'm going through this. And I don't even be knowing why God will say God to be like, go get this to that little child. You know? And I'll be like, okay, God, I used to question him all the time. God, I don't want to give my last $10. God, I need this. And he'd be like, go get that man that $10. Okay, God. Now I'm learning to not blow my breath, not have an attitude when he be like, go pay for that person's gas. Especially if it's a single mother with a child, or I be seeing single daddies out here doing their stuff. I be like, man, you look so good with your child, bro. Because I know it takes more than just dressing them up, and you got to encourage this child. And a lot of them I see don't have the mother around. So I know they're a special kind of dude. But God will just tell me, like, following behind them. Pay for their food. Pay for those uniforms. Especially when he giving me more than enough and I be in the store probably only getting my kids some socks or something. Pay for those uniforms. And it's like, no, before the weekend, somebody be blessing me out of nowhere. Or my kids will be like, Ma, I don't have to buy this because my teacher did this. And I be like, thank you, God. I know it only be him. Because like he said, the first shall be last. And a lot of my life, I feel like I was picked over. Or, and I had to go to God and apologize because I was like, God, you was hiding my gifts from people that was going to use me. I used to be a people pleaser. Where I wanted everybody to be happy. No matter if they lied on me, no matter if they betrayed me, I'll forgive them. And then I still wanted them to be happy. God had to break my heart to show me that once I say it's over with, you can't go back to them people. Once I train you to be a certain way, there's no backsliding. You know? It took for my son to tell me, he like, Mom, you changed so much. And I don't even really be seeing it on myself. I be hard on myself. I be mad at myself because I want to be so much further. And it be taking God to tell me, you right where I need you to be. Like, especially when God moved me all the way 2 hours away from my family. I'm like, God, my family all... And he's like, no, I need you far off. I need you to be by yourself in isolation so you can hear my voice. You know? We can heal the world one beautiful action at a time. Yeah, that's true. Like I said when I met the lady and I was like, "You are so beautiful." I was kind of nervous to do that because most times when you say a woman is beautiful, she automatically, "Oh, you're gay." No, you're just beautiful. But this one, she was real. She was older. She was 40-some years old. She's like, "Oh, thank you. You're so beautiful." And then it led to her telling me about the warlock. So sometimes I feel like God be opening up situations so you can speak to certain people so they can tell you what you need to know. So you can know that you ain't delusional, that you was right when you felt that in your heart, like, this is crazy. This person crazy is all outdoors. You be right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get y'all a closing message. Then yesterday, y'all, remember when I was like 1942? Remember I was like somebody was born in 1942 or somebody drinks 1942. Why when I'm talking to Melika, my son, yesterday, he like, "Mom, that's granddaddy birth year." I'm like, wow. So I be channeling stuff and I ain't even sure did. I was talking to my baby yesterday. He like, "I'm gonna get 1942 on me for my granddaddy." Okay, let's get a closing message. Every time I see this part, I be seeing that song with Jagged Edge. "Meet me at the altar in your white dress. We ain't getting no younger." Wait a minute, not the pastor got a mohawk, y'all, or is he balding? Look, y'all see the pastor in the middle? Y'all see that hole in his head? Is he balding or he got a mohawk? Yesterday I was thinking about 1943 cars. I love old school cars. I don't know what they gotta like hold on me. Once I get my money well, I want a whole bunch of old school cars. I love old school cars. Definitely bald. They shouldn't do that pastor like that. That pastor been through a lot, man. And then, look, pay attention. You see the two white candles? You see the white candle right there and the white candle right there? I'm telling you, this got something to do with candle magic. I'm telling you. Look, y'all remember I lit that candle. You see it's gone now, right? That protection spell that protection spell is working. If you've been doing a protection spell in your house with white candles, it's working. I need to go get a car. You know, they have the car crystals now where you can put a amethyst or a white tiger's eye in your car. I'm gonna go get me one. Show me, Spirit, what is the advice for the collective? Remember to pay attention to your dreams. Forgiveness is the key to healing and letting go. Whoever you need to forgive, Spirit says now is the time to do so. There is no need to hold on to hurt, anger, or pain. Release it so you can be free. Didn't I just talk about freedom? This is what Spirit is telling some of y'all. Forget them people, man. Forget them people for what they did to you. Forget them people for lying on you. Forget them people for trying to block you. Forgive them people so you can be free. Not for them, but for yourself. Watch how they scatter once you forgive them. You ain't even got to say, like, "I forgive you." Nope. I use the crystals that you make jewelry for the car. Oh, really? I need to start doing that. I just ordered me some new spiritual. And then, you know, I didn't know. I was talking to this lady and she was like, because all spiritual bracelets started breaking. She was like, that means that they protected you, so now they broke it. They broke whatever spell. I keep white candles lit all the time. I love white candles. I love the scent of them. And now Five Below got like the pumpkin spice. They got a lot of little candles due to like Halloween or something. They're like $5.55. So some told me to just buy a white candle for each room and just lit them. It says someone who you haven't seen or heard from in a while soon will be making a reappearance. Remember I said it was somebody from your past? Remember I said somebody from your past was working with I said five women to harm you, graveyard magic, candle magic. This person gonna reappear. This how you gonna know who did this on you. Somebody from your past, ex-lover, family member, somebody gonna reappear, start trying to call your number back, acting like they never did nothing wrong. They don't know why y'all not talking no more. And that's how you gonna know who casted that spell. They saying forgive these people. That don't mean you gotta deal with them. You can forget somebody from a distance. Peace. I ain't messing with you. I ain't got nothing to say to you. I don't have an opinion about you because I don't care. Oh, they said that about me? Cool, cool, cool. It is what it is. Why are you telling me? I don't care. See, you gotta be so nonchalant with people. See, people hate when they want you to argue with them and you don't. When you just look at them like they crazy. Argue, because a person ain't gonna keep arguing by themselves. They're not gonna continue to argue. They're gonna feel stupid. I'm telling you. So the forgiveness is one thing, and what was the next one? I pulled forgiveness. And what else? Somebody from your past. It says someone whom you haven't seen or heard from in a while, soon to be making a reappearance in your life. This could be an old friend, an ex-lover, or family member. I'm telling you. Anybody that played with your inheritance, they're going to be coming around trying to offer you something. Let me buy some. I need to stop blocking people then, yeah. Past people, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, when God getting ready to bless you with something new, the past going to come back. It be God testing. You remember how they left you hanging? I had a dream. I had asked my ancestors and my spirit guides, I said, show me, is this person good for me or not? Right? I had a dream I was hanging from a building. And the person that I was asking about walked right past me and was like, oh, baby, I'm going to come back. That was my grandmother talking to me. That nigga going to leave you hanging. You going to give all to him like you always do because you's a giver. You love giving. You love making people. You're going to be left hanging. Let somebody die. They're not going to show up to the funeral. Let you really need this person. They're not going to be there. They're a Knight of Wands energy. The sex may be off the chain. Chemistry may be off the chain. But you got the reciprocity. If I'm here for you, if I'm pouring into you, I need you to pour back. If you can't, I understand. There's somebody out there that's going to love me correctly. It's just not you. You could have been a karmic in my life to show me the ugly sides about me that I need to change. See, a lot of times people be thinking it's just the karmic attacking me. Sometimes the karmic comes into your life to show you the ugly parts about you that you need to help, that you need to fix, that you need to work on. I'm all about accountability. Because in any situation, it takes two, right? So when I get to the point of I'm around you, giving you my energy, and I'm getting sick, or I feel like jealousy around me, because you can feel when somebody jealous of you. I got to remove myself. And once I remove myself, if I become healed, you are the problem. But I ain't even going to tell you were the problem. I'm just going to stay away from you. Wow. Left you hanging on the edge of the building. Folks, listen, I'm telling you. So I had a real big reading. This was beginning of last year, January. Now, I have dreams, vague dreams about my father. You know, my father is dead, but he don't talk in the dreams. He just sit on the end of my bed. So this night, he was sitting on the end of my bed, got a big-ass payout. So I get why he was there. The next day, I did this reading. And before I got the payout, I had a dream. My daddy had this nigga, and he dropped the nigga right in front of my bed. And I'm like, Daddy, you ain't never... And this was a man that my daddy never met. I never talked about this man to my daddy or none of that. So when he dropped him, and my mind started wondering, because I overthink a lot. So then I prayed to my ancestors, I prayed to God, and I asked my granny, because me and my granny really, really close. I was like, Granny, give me a sign. Just please give me a sign. Next thing I know, I'm hanging from a building, literally a tall building. This man he sees me hanging. He walking like this. He just walking. So I turn my head and I see him. I'm like, help me. He like, oh, baby, I got you. And kept going. I'm still hanging. So eventually I wake myself up, but I knew that was my grandmother giving me the metaphor. You're going to be hanging with this person. He's going to leave you hanging every time. Some people don't change, and you can't. My grandmother used to always tell me, Camilla, you try to change everybody, and you going to kill yourself trying to change everybody. That nigga left me hanging, y'all. And in my mind, I had to stay away. Even though I still love that person, I can't deal with you. Because you going to leave me hanging. Because I know for a fact God speaks to me through dreams. My dream state. My dream state. Some shit a warlock would say. You hear me? Walk right past. I'll be back for you, baby. Get me now. Come help me. I'm hanging. When I was dating a tourist, this how I know y'all my soul team, bro. When I be talking about certain people and y'all come out, I know we was meant for each other. But come on, let me read it. When I was dating a tourist, the people that I met while I was with him cut me off. And then I got so sick, even the doctors thought I was going to die. Soon as I cut him off, started healing. And why that person that left me hanging was a tourist. Always been selfish towards me. I used to feel like, I used to be like, damn, the more and more I pour into this person, they gonna pour into me. The more and more I motivate this person. It was when I walked away completely. Like, all right, cold turkey. Because I don't cold turkey nobody. He was a tourist. Left me right there hanging. I was like, help me. And I know my dream's not bogus because prior to that, I had a dream that the tourist was on the elevator. And he was tonguing this woman down. She had a short haircut. Her hair was laid, stacked. I was coming down the elevator. I caught them. First thing I do is I wake up. I'm like, is you cheating on me? No. Why would I be cheating on you? Tell you I'm so cold. Broke into the computer. Bah-yow! There go all the shit. The women, the whore. God was, and I kept having a dream. I had it on Monday, then had it on Wednesday, then had it on Friday. Till I asked that Friday, like, are you cheating on me? No, I would never do that. This is how I knew my gifts was enhancing. Because and it was like, God, mind you, I used to be sitting on the bus stop because I live in Chicago, Illinois. I was sitting on a bus stop. I used to go to beauty school. If you know, you can look this school up. It's called Camillia Beauty. It's in Oakland. I used to be sitting on the bus stop. It'd be like, I'll be sitting there just like this. I'll be praying like, God, I know I'm in a racist neighborhood. Please, God, don't let nobody hurt me while I'm on this bus stop. Just make it back to my kids. That's how I'm praying. I'll be like, amen. Such and such is cheating. It'll come right past my head like that. I'll be like, what? Such and such is cheating. Now, mind you, I'm like, how? How's this person cheating? They got my kids. How's they cheating, right? Me and my auntie, before she died, she was like, her daughter was talking real spicy to me because they know I grew up without my mother. And she was like, you trying to talk crazy to my mama because you ain't got no motherfucking mama. I'm like, man, come get your mama. And she told her daughter, like, don't worry about her. She gonna die. That's what she said to me. Mind you, let me tell you how God works. I'm still living. That person is dead. The person that's dead told me, she said, that nigga fucking somebody in your building. I said, what? I said, you lying. How? We arguing. This a family feud. My brothers, I got a lot of adopted brothers. They all outside. I'm on the other side. You lying, woo, you a dick sucker, woo, woo, woo. And I'm hurt, right? But I couldn't believe it, because in my mind, you ain't got time to do nothing, right? God was giving me all the signs. I did not want to hear them. I kept ignoring them. Because I had faith in this person would do me like that. God definitely speaks to us through dreams. Because in that dream, that man was with 3 different women. When I broke into the computer, there was over 10 different, it was bitches. You hear me? So let me tell you how God worked. I leave out, because this phone always broke, y'all. My kids always break my business phone. I leave out to go up the street to go get this phone fixed. Soon as I leave out, this man turned his corner. He like, I've been wanting you for years. You don't bother nobody. You quiet. You keep your kids clean. He like, you keep them so together. Can I get a chance with you? This was God testing me. Because I be ready to go to another relationship. Baby, bye-bye, bye, right? He was like, I just love your little self. You so thick and pretty. Like, that's your real thing back there? Yeah, I don't want this thing. I don't want this butt. I don't know why God blessed. God knew what he was doing, but I don't want it. You hear me? So he get to laughing. I said, baby, I'll be less of a woman to try to get in a relationship with you when I'm still going through what I'm going through. I said, I will be no good to you. He was like, you know what? I fuck with you even more just because of what you just said. He said, granted, I'll give you the time. But everything God was doing, he was showing me. You get what I'm saying? Because when you be in a relationship, you be put up. You don't really go out like that. Well, I go out, but not without my partner. You feel what I'm saying? God just kept showing me. You putting faith in man. You praying to me. You in the closet crying to me. You in the tub crying to me. Asking me for forgiveness and to open your eyes. I'm opening. I'm talking to you. That voice that you hear on the bus stop, that's me talking to you. I didn't get it to everything, to the tower. Boom, kaboom. Now I'm like, okay, God, you right. It says he was love. He loved me in the same sentence. He said, I'm going to make you suffer. He completely changed on me and showed me the real him when I thought I was dying. Putting your faith in people will always leave you this. You said it, vibration. I ain't gonna lie. It says, I have zero faith. But you know what? It was so crazy because when me and my sister would talk, she would always be like, Camillia, we've been through too much. Your heart should be a little harder than that. And I'd be like, I don't want to be hard. I want to love people. When it got to us being placed in foster homes, she would be like, these are not your parents. I latch on to them. That's my mama. That's my daddy. She will whoop me behind that, right? 2000, before my mama came back, after half of my life of being gone, I dreamed about that lady being in my kitchen making me something to eat. My right hand of God, a month later, she popped up. That's why I stopped second guessing what God was doing with me. When my mother popped back up, everybody betrayed. Everybody showed me that they didn't want me to have that. You know how it seemed like it was a hole in my heart because I'm the baby. Really, real life, I'm the baby. I got an older sister. We 3 years apart, and I have 8 adopted brothers. I always wanted to be wanted. I always wanted to be loved. I always wanted to feel like I was a part of a family. Now at this age, 3 days ago, my sister told me, she said, Camillia, I'm sorry for everything you endured in that foster home. Them ODD homes, them shelters, everything you went through. She said, when I told you I didn't want you to come here, it wasn't because I didn't want you to live the life I didn't want you to be touched. I forgave her right then. Because my whole life I felt like she really didn't like me. She didn't love me. That because I looked more like my mother, she couldn't love me, right? I promised to God in my 30s, it took for my sister to say, I didn't want him to do what he was doing to me to you. I wish you would have stayed with Miss Day, because your life would have been different. But while people talking to you, you don't hear that part. You don't hear that they trying to save you. Only thing you can hear is, you just don't want me there because, I ain't second guessing my gifts no more. When my gifts tell me somebody is a cheater, or they're a manipulator, or they're a narc, no matter how beautiful they are. And it be so crazy, y'all, because sometimes I be around people and it's like I can see straight through their soul. I can smell a stench on them. They could be having the most expensive cologne on, YSL, Gucci, all this on, and I can still smell a stench. It'd be like we'll be talking, and then I'll be rocking or, making them laugh, and they'll say something to me, and I'll be like, and right in that alignment, I get chills, and I'll be like, yeah, I can't really mess with you. And I have had so many men be like, if you a good mother and you good with fighting, why you single? Because I've been hurt a lot of times. I know how this shit line up. When you getting ready to get the biggest blessing of your life, you be tempted by temptation, by relationships, by people that's coming in to stop you on your journey. Not no more. No. Sometimes you could be laying with the enemy. You could be laying with somebody that don't want to see, because they want you to need them. The more you need them, you don't need. The more that you need, the more that when you get independent and you don't need them, that's when they get hurt. When you are around them and they feel like that you need them, they feel power, they feel control. Hell no. God has taught me, pray, wait on his answer, and do not be delusional, because I was delusional with a lot of relationships, because God, I be having my heart panting, I be feeling trouble, and I still be sitting there like, no, get your ass up and go home, go pray, go take you a spiritual bath, stop doubting yourself. Them feelings that you feel, that's your gut feeling telling you something ain't right. I know that now. Let me see. I almost lost y'all. Hold on. It says, hold on. I can't see. Did I miss y'all? I don't know what I did, y'all. Okay, here we go. It says, let me see. Wow. Wow, you're hanging. Okay. The Taurus. Ooh, I'm gonna have to pray. Milwaukee in here. Hey, Milwaukee. Okay. Put in your faith in people, yeah. Soon as I leave, lovers to finish me off. Lovers, wow, that's love. Right. That's the full-blown panic attack. Yeah, but I didn't know it was a panic attack. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just feeling like I'm over stimulated. You know what I'm saying? Like, my sister would talk about panic attacks all the time, but I'm like, I'm young. What the hell I'm having a panic attack for? And then I was talking to my sister too, and she was saying, Camilla, you can't force healing on everybody. Just because you're in a healing state doesn't mean everybody else. There's a light right above your head that moved from right to left twice before your phone fell. Really? Get out of here. It was an orb. But she was telling me, like, people don't like healing because it takes you back to your childhood if something traumatic happened there, or it takes you back to your high school years if you were bullied or jumped on. And she was like, people don't want to go back to the things that hurt them, Camilla. So they'll try to skim over it, and then they'll later get it through their children, or they'll get it through other people hurting them. I don't want to get it like that. I know it's hard. I know it's heavy. I want to go through it so I can get through it, because I know that anything that God takes me through, as long as I have faith and I know that he walking on along the side of me, I don't need no army. I don't need no people, because people will love you one day and hate you tomorrow. I just need God and him to send my people in. See, when God sends your people in, you gonna know they sent, Because it's certain shit, you're going to be like, what's understood ain't got to be explained. And that's how you going to know that's your spiritual team. They going to know certain things about you. They going to feel your energy. They going to be praying for you without you saying, hey, y'all, pray for me. No, what's understood ain't need to be explained. I'm going to pray for you even when you doing good. I'm going to pray for you when you ain't sick. I'm going to pray for you for your blessings, for your inheritance, your spiritual inheritance to shower down on you in the miraculous ways that you don't even know. So unexpected, you check your mail, you got a $10,000 check in there. And then your bills come up to about $5,000. Now you got the other $5,000 to just take your family out or do something nice with your people the circle you created. You get what I'm saying? See, a lot of times people don't want you to heal because they like that dark version of you. They like that broken part of you. They don't like that healed version. No, I'm not finna sit up and talk about that woman that just lost her house. That's not funny. That shit not cute. But maybe your old you was like, she did me wrong. Well, she slept with my man. When you heal, certain shit don't attract like in you. Even the men. When I stopped chasing, I started attracting. I used to chase, like, I see a certain man, oh, I'm going to get him. Yeah, I'm going to get you. My granny said, you don't have to chase after anything. When you stop chasing, watch how I stopped chasing. I threw my hands up. It was all different type of truck drivers and engineers and judges and lawyers. Like, you're so pretty. I'm like, but I'm smart too. And it taught me, like, when love is ready to find you, it's going to find you. But I need to get me together. I need to get my finances together. I need to be disciplined. I need to have my mind right, because a lot of the times the devil attack the mind. He'll make you think you going crazy. Whole time you awaken it. Your spiritual gifts are awakening. Whole time you'll be thinking like, I'm bipolar, I'm schizophrenic. The doctors diagnose you without even doing no research or studies to see if you really bipolar or schizophrenic. They just listening to you say, bipolar running my family, schizophrenic running my, so they automatically, okay, well, who had it? Writing it down. Now they saying that you got it. Ain't never did no work, never tested your blood. That's why they ask you, does any mental health issues run in your family? Pay attention when you go to the doctor. Pay attention to the questions they ask you. Okay? Rico! Hey, Rico!
Hey.
It says, right, people always want to talk about the past when I get to a certain part of healing. Oh, transformation, bro. Let me tell you, bro. So I got a cousin. We may be like 2 or 3 years younger than each other. No, she may be 2 or 3 years younger than me. Me and this cousin never really got along, but we was made to have to get along, right? So we got older. I started doing my little thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing good. I don't ask nobody for nothing. You hear me? She told my sister, like, yeah, only thing I really know about Camillia is she used to have a whole bunch of niggas. And she used to be hopping out the window to go see her niggas. Hold on. You don't even know me. Y'all stayed all the way. But it just let me know that some people, they only gonna bring up your past when they can't get to the new you. You don't know what club. Me and you would never kick it with the same people. I kick it with whole life millionaires. And I can walk in myself. I ain't a millionaire yet. And they respect me. They honor me. I be in whole VIP section for free. Just show up, me and my homie. We show up. Oh, y'all good. Go in. That make people jealous of you. But I'm not looking at they jealous. I'm just looking like, damn, I'm wondering why we walking all over. You got an attitude. Like you smelling boo-boo all night. We get free drinks, free food. Everywhere we go, we get let in for free. I'm wondering why you got an attitude. I'm the biggest out the bunch, but I got confidence. But you mad because we going in places and they like, oh, hell yeah, y'all with Camillia? Y'all can come in. I'm noticing that when we was kids, her mother used to shelter us a little bit more because she knew that my mother is her mother's sister. So she used to clutch on to us. You know, she said she would always tell me and my sister, y'all my kids. Y'all my kids. You know what I'm saying? So it made them kind of, on her deathbed, she called for me and my sister from St. Louis. Where's Camillia and Marlisa? I need them. That messed with their head. But whole time, when y'all wasn't dealing, she was with me. You feel me? People can hate the way other people love you. People can hate the way you show up. You ain't got to go to Neiman's Marcus and buy the most expensive dress. You could go to Ashley Stewart. You could go to H&M. You could go to Forever 21. You could go to Banana Republic. Okay? And they be mad at you because they be like, damn, I just spent $1,300 on this dress. And she attracting the nick at the bar that I wanted. Whole time. When you don't chase, you attract, right? So you sitting at the bar, you looking cute, got your little cranberry juice with ice and all that. You talking, you shooting the shits with your friends. Y'all laughing. Because laughter heals the heart. Whole time you got a negative Nancy right there. Because the only thing she could see was the broken parts of you. The foster homes. I always felt like a puppy. Like, you know, all the puppies got bought, but I was still there. You know what I'm saying? So you get to a point like, yeah, Ross Marshalls, come on, Rika. You get to the point where, okay, they didn't love me. They missed out. It's they lost. I'm an awesome individual. Everywhere I go, people love me. I'm not the problem. It messes with their head because they want you to believe you the problem. They want you to believe you crazy. They want you to believe that your intuition ain't on point whole time. When you go in a place, everybody eating because they trust whoever cooked, but you ain't eating. Everybody gets sick. You the only one that's not sick because you didn't eat. It be your intuition. Don't eat that food. Somebody trying to poison you. Whole time you may pick up a plate and go on the line and you be like, nah, I'll eat when I get home. Who you think telling you not to eat, that you gonna eat when you get home? You think it's your intuition, your spiritual team? Who you think? It says I always meet people in high places and I'm nowhere near their salary and don't have the things that they have, but they love me and God always provided me with what I needed to make them think that come on now, transformation. You walking in there like a butterfly. You walking in there like a peacock. All these beautiful colors on your wing. You walking in there, they like, damn. You got confidence. You smelling good. You got your essential oils on, your body shining, your little glimmer. You know what I'm saying? If you do wear lip gloss or lipstick, your lips looking beautiful. You don't need no lip fillers. They like, and a lot of times people be thinking that these men like them boxed up bodies. They love natural. When you don't, I love it when you chilling with no makeup on. They really, them bonnets with your natural beauty. Because what men be looking at, because my fiance said that men are simple. He said women are complicated. He said a man just like his woman and look good. He said, I know that men look at you everywhere you go, but it don't make me jealous. I like that they like whatever. And it took me to, we be in separation, arguing, going through what we be going through. And I be like, I gotta heal. I don't want to be in a relationship dealing with all this past trauma. A lot of my relationship was built on trauma bonds. Because I was homeless, because you needed me, because I needed you. Not real love. Not let me tie your shoe, I tie your shoe. Not let's revisit those things that hurt you. It be the ones that I tell that I've been molested that be, that's why you was raped. You know what I'm saying? Those are trauma bonds, because a person that really love you would never throw your trauma, no matter how dark your secrets is. They're not going to throw that in your face. They're going to be like gentle with your heart. You get what I'm saying? I love peacocks, and sometimes I could only afford Fantasy body spray. Fantasy body spray be fat though, and they would compliment me. It be fatter. I used to be homeless. Oh, smell good and know how to cook and look. Babe, it be like, they be like, what the hell? And you know how God had you in hiding for so long? Like, all the people with the perfect bodies and all that, they be out there. Everybody done seen them and everything like that. And you finally come out and they be like, damn. You ain't trying to show out. You got your little sunglasses on. You looking real, you looking real beautiful. Them be the ones that attract attention. I always attract people that are just Not the loud ones, because the loud ones, they want to, it's the quiet ones that's observing the whole room that get me. It be like, we'll catch eye contact and I just don't say nothing. Like, but them be the bosses. Them be the ones that be, and they be smelling like money. You could tell they get money because it be small things like, oh, them your girls? Them your friends? Around and drinks on me. And me and my friends don't drink cheap. So we like, okay. You hear me? Send a bottle of champagne over there to them beautiful ladies. Friend. And he go me because I'm always, friend, I think he like you. You know what I'm saying? I don't never think he talk. I be friend. So you come over there and give me that Kelly Price look that. I'm talking about you. I'll be like, you talking about me? Hi. You talking about me? It says, I love a quiet woman that stay to her. And you know what? The quiet ones get judged the most because they be like, she don't got no friends, so she must be the problem. No, baby. She done been hurt before, so she know the red flags. When you ain't never got no money when they go out to eat, when you always in some chaos or some gossip, that baby be getting herself away from you. I'm telling you, them quiet ones observe everything. I didn't start attracting quiet people, and I'd be like, damn, I'm always loud, I'm always laughing. God wanted to balance me. I'm the one that, like, everybody who I done dated, my first two, my last two quiet. Like, I be wanting to know, like, I wish that I could take a journey through your mind. Them type of, like, I want to know what you're thinking because they so mysterious. They always be thinking, but you don't know. And then it's like, I know how to read eyes. So it's like, baby, listen. Them ones that's quiet, it turns me on because it's like, I don't never got to worry about you telling our business. I don't never got to worry about, it's like when you get a real man, they know how to put people in a place when it comes to you because, you know, certain people be hating on relationships. So they'll catch the man by himself like, yeah, you mess with such and such. I love a real man like, man, mind your motherfucking business. Woo! Baby, that'll make the draws wet when he be, you talking about who? I don't know who you talking about. I just seen you with such and such. I just seen you drop her off. You just seen me drop who off. That's none of your business. Oh my God, when he say that's none of your business, they be like, baby, we might have to. One time I brought a dress from the Dollar Tree. Baby sleep. It says the Dollar General, and put it on lace ties and shoes from Walmart. And I was pulling people. They said, love your outfit. Facts. It says when they asked where I got my fit from, they thought I was lying. Oh, baby, I had bought me, because we got a Five Below down the street. I went to Five Below and bought me a Five Below dress, okay? Long black dress with a slit up the leg, okay? Let me tell you what happened. So me and my baby in the parking lot, we walking. I'm pulling the dress down, It was three men that wasn't of color. And they got their sunglasses on or whatever. And he like, yeah, Juicy, I see you all sexy and stuff. Mind you, I'm like, so I'm laughing at, I poke my baby like, yes, Mom, I see them. I'm like, my hair not combed. I got my hair back in a little braid. I got on the little $5 dress. It was literally $5, all black with the little split in it. And I'm just walking to Burlington's. I'm coming out, walking to Burlington's. Mind you, I don't care if it's a Dollar Tree. I don't care if it's Family Dollar. I can go in there and find me pajamas. I be finding me little cute stuff to put. I be finding my friends' little outfits. And I always was taught it's the thought that count. I don't have to go to Neiman's. Like, because I'm a type of friend that I'm spontaneous. Here's $25 just for today for lunch. Lunch on me. When you special to me, I just be wanting you to feel special when you away from me. And that's my problem because my granny said, your heart is too big for the people you give it to. And that's why I fall short. That's my man. That's my man. Yeah, don't play. Oh, you know what my song is? Do y'all listen to the trophy dude that's messing with Krishan? Y'all, he got a song. Don't play with my bitch, she mine. Don't play with my bitch, she mine. When I say I love that song, I don't know what about that song make me. Maybe because I'm always dominant in my relationships. But when he say don't play with my she mine, I feel like he been like how he been showing up for Junior and everything. Like, I just love a man that's a man. I love a man that he makes the hardest woman melt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he know that she's masking, but he come in like, nah, baby, we ain't doing that no more. Ain't no pumping no gas. I'll pump the gas. Ain't no taking your car to get serviced. I'll take your car to get serviced. You know what I'm saying? The type of man that just rubs on your body, just caress your body. And because he got these manly hands, it's just like, okay, I hear you. Or he ain't got to scream at you, but he put that little, he be like, when he say your whole name, you know he's serious. Like, come here, woo, woo, woo. You be like, okay, he talking to me, he's serious. Or the type of man that like, because lately my daddy told me, when you go on a date, always have the bill money plus more. He said, because you never know if a man ain't really feeling you, right? So I like when I go on a date, and I be having it in my mind, because I be wanting to pay, because I be wanting to let him know, baby, we both got some pay. You ain't got, you know what I'm saying? But I like a man that'll just, you know, he'll grab the check and be like, oh, all right, that's a little change. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? A man just, oh no, I like a man. And then I also like a man, because I'm a foodie girl, that when he eats, I can taste his food. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of men be territorial with their food. Like, I just told you to get what you want. But sometimes y'all get the better food. So I be wanting to taste it. But yeah, I like that. I like a man that just buy you flowers because it's Monday. Nah, baby, I bought you cleaning products. I'm so simple to you can buy me cleaning products for my house. And I'm like, you bought me some that? You bought me some pies? It just be the small things for me when my friends be like, girl, he couldn't have found, he didn't buy me no Birkin. I'm going to leave him alone. And I be in my mind like, gee, karma is gone. Because you may got one that got the money to buy, but then because God know that you like that, he'll send you somebody to tear your finances up. You know what I'm saying? Everything we do come back. That's why I be telling my kids, whatever's done in the dark, it's going to come back. Girl, I don't pump no gas, open no doors, none of that. You see what I'm saying? You see how that princess, that's princess treatment. You don't pump gas, you don't open no doors. You see what I'm saying? I'll be making my sons pump the gas. Like Malachi, he'll pump the gas. Junior will pump the gas. I'm trying to raise them to be somebody's husband and not somebody love. That's my YN. My son ain't no YN. That's my son a king. He's an emperor. He's a prince. Finna be an emperor, you know. It says, I know what you mean, because I always have to be in my masculine energy, and when a man step into my life, I automatically go into my feminine. That's what I'm saying. But it gotta be the right man to put you in that feminine energy. It just can't be no peep squeak. Man, you need to listen to me. A real man ain't gonna never say, man, you need to listen to me. They gonna say what they mean, and it is what it is. I remember when I had first started dating Junior's father, and I was so used to me and his mothers being in my relationship, baby. He was like, his mama said when I came through the door, she said, you must be special because he don't bring women home. I was like, okay. Next week, I moved in. It just do something different to the heart. You feel me? Like, he knew I had my own place, but he was like, because I had got robbed in my place, and he was like, you ain't never got to go back through that shit again. He was like, why you still living there? I'm like, because I don't got I'm saving my money and my credit not good. He's like, okay. Are you coming to live here? I had a whole makeup room, a whole room with just all my clothes, all my shoes, and I always prayed to God, like, God, I want a man that supports me, but also give me princess treatment, like, know my heart. Know that I'm always giving to everybody, and sometimes I receive the short end of the stick. Baby, your son finna go to school. Finna buy him some uniforms. You finna go to school. But it's like, in my mind, it's too good to be true what you had. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an open book. I'm gonna tell you about a lot. All you gotta do is ask me. I'm gonna tell you, this is what happened to me. He was quiet, so I used to have to pick it. Like, I used to have to go through his safe and read papers, and I'd be like, why you ain't telling me you needed this? And it be them quiet ones that, you know, he got one best friend. He had one best friend I ain't have to worry about. But he would always tell me, like, it's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust niggas around you. I'm like, what you mean? Black folks? He'd be like, no, ignorant niggas. I'm like, what you mean? You know? And a lot of my life, I was chubby. I was always chubby. So when I started losing weight the way that I wanted to, and them hips was forming, baby, I wanted to show it off. I wanted to wear my booty shorts and everything, and he'll be comfortable with it. He'll be like, go ahead. As long as you with me, it's fine. But when God started showing me, like, you don't got to show everything, because that's what you attracting. What you doing, you attracting them people that you saying that you don't want in your life, you attracting, because your booty hanging out at the bottom. All they see is free meat. Why you gonna buy the cow if you can get it for free? If they can get the cow for free, Camillia, they're not gonna buy your cow. So I had to stop. I had to, put them in some little, do it a little different, Even to when his mom, they Catholic. So it was one day I was twerking, and she was like, "Oh my God, you dance like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was just twerking." And she was like, She was like, "That's a lot jumping up and down." And I did it to my grandma, and my granny was like, "Girl," I'm like, "Yeah, I love to dance." But not only do I love people that allow me to be the free spirit that I am. You know what I'm saying? I used to date so many men that if I ain't answer my phone, you thought I was cheating the whole time. I'm in the bed sleep. I didn't pray. I didn't took my bath. I'm knocked out, rubbing my feet together. I just needed to get around I needed a man that was a whole man, because a real man, he busy. He got shit he doing, so he ain't got time to be following your car. Oh, she just said she was at the meat market. Whole time she's at Johnny's house. She was in there for 2 hours. When you got good divine energy and good punani, niggas will stalk you. You'll be thinking ain't nobody watching, they watching you. So I just learned how to keep it to myself and learn that when God send you somebody, that don't mean they gonna be perfect, or that don't mean that they're in alignment. Sometimes it's meant for you guys to get in alignment together. Sometimes it's meant for you to pray together and heal together. When that tourist brought me flowers and brought his mom and sister candy and balloons, his mom said, "I wanted flowers too," and threw her gift on the table. The tourist was the only man that brought me flowers. Aww, I love outfits that cover my goods. I used to practice Islam and loved my garments. Oh, okay. So you like flowy dresses, like dresses that's all the way down to your feet and stuff. I like dresses like that too, but baby, I love to show some legs. It's something about a woman with some beautiful legs and some beautiful ankles. You know how some women, they legs don't match their upper body? It'd be weird to me, because I'm a girl's girl, and I don't care. Like, if you pay for it, it's still yours. But I love beautiful women that has beautiful legs, because sometimes she may have beautiful legs but she don't have no butt. You know what I'm saying? So it's something about a woman with some pretty legs, baby. I don't know what it does. I don't know, but yeah. Let's see. And then when I dealt with my first tourist, because I used to deal with like Aquariuses, and he used to buy his mama things, but he used to keep us separate. Like, they stayed in the same building. He stayed on the 13th floor. His mama stayed on the 2nd floor. When he used to come home from work, he would hurry up and get me out of there. He'd be like, "Okay, baby, it's time for us to go." Like, me and his mama didn't spend until I got pregnant. That's when I was fighting that lawsuit with the Department of Justice and stuff like that. We got close. Like, she started talking to me more and being around me more. But I remember days I'd be in the kitchen cooking, and they maintenance would come up there, and the maintenance man would be like, "Ooh, baby, you could cook. You got it smelling good in here." Ooh. The mama would be on the phone like, "Who the hell is in my son's house?" And I'll be like, "It's the maintenance man. They come to clean and stuff." She be like, "Why he talking about it smell good? He must be getting up out of there." Like, and this is a lady that never really talked like that. So when she finally started using curse words and shit, I'm like, okay. But I prayed for a mother that wasn't always in her son's business. Like, I don't like a mother that's too attached to her son's business. To me, he's an adult. If he wants to move or get him a new woman, support the man. Tell him what you feel about the woman. I'm not saying don't do your screenings, but when it gets to the point of she just had on a brand new pair of Jordans,
Last week and this week, she got on another pair of Jordans. And I know you overstepping your boundaries. That's his woman. He's supposed to take care of his woman. If that's his love language, or buying her jewelry or buying her shoes, it make me mad when I see a mother that be trying to get in the way of the way that a man loves his woman. That'd be weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Or when a man will be like, he finally found a good woman. He knows she very smart, and she be like, I want to go back to nursing school. And he be like, hell yeah, I support that. I'll send your ass to nurse. And then a mama be like, how you gonna send her to nursing school when your mortgage $1,300, when your truck is this much, when you got these kids to it? Baby, calm down. He a man. He gonna figure it out. I knew the man that I was choosing. If I didn't know him, I wouldn't have chose him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Being, you know, because I'm a boy's mom. I got 2 boys, 2 in heaven. My son called me all the time trying to get me involved in his stuff. I'd be like, Malachi, I'm not gonna get involved in that. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Because when I finally get a chance to meet this girl, I'll probably fall in love with her. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want her to be like, yo, mama never gave me a chance because you lied. Nope. I automatically be like, Malachi, that's y'all business. Call me back when you want to talk to mom. I've been in that little girl's shoes before, where a little boy called his mama, because I'm not no yes girl. If we going home from school and I didn't put gas in your car, and then my granny didn't give me, I'm not giving you no more money. I don't care if you call your auntie money. I don't care. So I've been in a situation, my son be trying to put me in. He be calling, he be like, Mom, I think she cheating on me. I be like, well, pray about it. You know, but with each one of my sons, because Junior dates too, but with my sons, I let them get to know the person. They gotta get to know. And I let them know, you got to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, she not going to get away with certain things. She not going to get away with hitting you. She not going to get away with belittling you. She's not going to get away with trying to tear you apart. Not getting away. F your mama. I don't want none of them type of girls. Don't bring your mama, your little bald head mama. Who bald head mama? Because I'm pulling up about mine. On my kids. I'm pulling up. And he going to be right in the passenger seat, riding on home. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to put him in the best spiritual bath to get whatever you had on you off of him. And then he going to go choose again. Because they young. And I tell my son, you don't need to be tied down to anything. You're young. You're a young man. You ain't did nothing yet. You ain't traveled yet. Find you a girl you can travel with. Find you a girl that y'all can get a passport together. So y'all can be stamping it together. Baby, we just went here. Find you somebody like that. It's going to open up a different part of your brain where you're going to be like, I've been dealing with hood females my whole life. Now I got me somebody that want to travel with me. It says, when I was waiting for him to get off work, me and his mom was talking, and she said to me, I'm trying to figure out what he wants you to. Why age? I don't understand. Okay, so you said he was at work and you and his mom was talking. And she said she's trying to figure out what? Why he wants you. What? You trying to figure out why your son want me. Baby, your son know that through me, he can break some generational curses. Your son knows being with me, he's going to be independent. Your son knows that with certain women comes abundance, comes protection, comes power, comes legacy. Certain men know that. You know, when men be like, I love my wife from the first time, because they be knowing, like, she's special. I need her. Certain men, I'm telling you, men are simple. They ask you questions because they setting you up to see how you going to answer those questions. I'm telling you, if a man ever asks you a certain thing, he mentally trying to see, do you got it all up here? Because you could be beautiful as hell, but dumb as a box of rocks. So they ask you certain questions. How do you feel about me having 6 children? Me and my baby mama still cool. We talk like we friends. How do you feel about that? They ask you certain questions because it's another, they setting something up after that. You get what I'm saying? Certain times the mother see in you what she never was. You ever think about that? When a man take a woman home and the mother look at that woman and be like, damn, she got her degree. Damn, she got a brand new car. They be saying everything in you that they wanted themselves to be, but they couldn't be. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I remember I was with a nigga and we literally 6 months apart. My birthday in June, his was in November. We, as kids, we had a bond like this. I remember his mama turning to me and saying, "Why you robbing a cradle with my son?" Huh? We the same age. I just turned a little bit older I just turned a little older in June. So we be the same age for half of the year till June come. And then I be older. And then he'll turn. And it was because of the connection. It was because of the bond. It was because of the money we made together. It was because the blessings that God was giving us, but we didn't want to heal. We was too young. We was on a rampage. We got to make this money. We got to move here. We got to do this. Whole time, God was putting something together to show us the people that was around us. We didn't get it. Years later, I think about that shit. Like, you was always ahead of your time. And that makes people around you that didn't have wisdom, don't have the insight that you have, jealous. It don't matter what you have obtained, like physical. It's about what it's to take you. See, your brain will take you places that other people can't go. You may be the type that can walk in a bank and get any type of loan that you want or need. You may be the type that can go get a brand new car and ain't got to put nothing down for that car and drive off. Somebody else probably got to put $1,300, $1,200, $3,000. You might be a person that can pay a note of $59 a month while somebody else paying $1,000 a month for the same car you got. So they ain't mad at you. Because you disciplined. You get what I'm saying? I told my friend the other day, I said, I don't understand how people could be jealous of one another. When the same thing that somebody else got that you want, you can go out there and get. Why are you jealous? I don't understand how you so busy worried about somebody else's finances that are not yours. I never feel entitled to nobody's money, nobody's blessings. That's not mine. You understand? Unless you want to share them with me, that's fine. But what God gives you, I feel like you worked hard for it. I feel like you prayed for it, because God ain't just giving free passes out. You got to do the work. It's a lot of work that got to be done on yourself, on the people that you created, you know. But a lot of times people can't see nothing but the material. And when we pass, we can't take none of this material things with us. Most times you leaving it to people that you really didn't even get along with. Most times you leaving it to people that you feel like your family because you've been told that's what you gotta do. But who was there when you had to pull up on court? When you had them court cases when they was giving you 6 to 10? Who was there with you? Who helped get a lawyer money when you ain't had the money to give? Who put money on your books? Who helped you when you had to go to the homeless shelter with your kids? When you ain't had nobody? Who allowed you to sleep on their couch and didn't talk about you when they left out their house? Because you didn't have it all together. Who believed in you when you were at the lowest part of your life, when you couldn't believe in yourself? See, most times people want you to win. They just don't want you to do better than them. Most times they can see you being an authority figure, but because of your past, they can't see God upgrading you. See, God chooses the people that nobody chooses. God will uplift that same person that you mocked and said would never amount to anything, just to show you that he is God. God will show you why you have to be patient. Sometimes it be a demonic spirit on the other side of that door ready to take you out, and God be holding his hands just like this so you won't move. And you be like, I feel stuck. And God be like, you ain't stuck. I just saved your life. And because you listened to me, you saved your life. Don't be anxious for nothing. I was around, I can't wait till I start this, and I can't wait. God forgive me for my sins, because I don't want to be anxious for it, because I know it's coming. So you can feel when the change is coming. They hate me for my ambition. Come on now. My grandma was the only person that never talked about me in a bad way. See what I'm saying? And that be people be mad at that too, when grandma probably have to say some negative shit about them. Grandma probably seen them being mischievous, and she probably, she thinks she better than, grandma. But grandma ain't talking about you when she telling the truth. See, a lot of people out here, you don't have my name in my, but if I'm telling the truth about you, am I talking about you? You did me wrong. You tried to deceive me. You tried to manipulate me. My grandmother always told me, Camilla, you're not talking about nobody when you're telling the truth. Your truth is your truth. See, it's 3 sides to every story. It's the truth, your side, and the other person's side. I don't care nobody what they feel about. I'm going to tell the truth. Because guess what? I know that there's a day where we going to have to go before judgment. And I already got these other sins that I got to deal with. I don't want to have to. I want God to be able to know when I'm talking, this is a truth tongue. God, I'm telling the truth. I only did this to do this. But God already know our heart. That's the thing. As long as your heart pure. When everybody else talk bad about me, she will say, she young and she still learning. Aww. And that's the thing, like, I feel that people in our families can see what we gonna be, especially older elders. My granny always told me, she said, Camilla, you special. She said, I just can't wait till you see how special you are. And now that she in heaven, I'll be praying, I'll be like, God, do she know that I was telling the truth all those times? Because God takes you through your life to show you what you did, what other people did to you, just to show you, not to burden you or to belittle you, just to show you how you lived your life, what type of person you were, the way you were thinking. He hears our thoughts. So that's why I be like, God, please, whatever you do, don't change my heart. These people that have been so conniving and dirty and jealous. You jealous because of something that I created with nothing. I ain't had nothing but soil, but I kept watering it, and I kept nurturing it, and you jealous because I didn't let it go. But you seen me come from nothing. You seen me have to chop my hot dog in 4 to make sure my children ate, and I probably didn't eat. But now that I can buy each and every one of them a hot dog, you mad. But you got thousands. You got all this money, but you mad that God is relinquishing a portion of my inheritance. People be jealous of that because they be feeling like you undeserving when God already know you deserving of everything he gave you. The Most High sit high, but he seek low. He watching over the doctors, the nurses, the surgeons, the ones that be having them babies and they hands, and then you be flopping them babies down on that baby bed. God to make you feel guilty and have to turn in your position. Them ones be talking about the babies in the nursery, calling the babies ugly because they haven't formed their face yet. God be seeing when you be doing that. And understand, you can have a position of a doctor or a surgeon today, and you can be somebody else CNA tomorrow. Nothing against CNAs, because I love them. They play the roles of doctors and nurses. They do a lot. I'm just saying, sometimes people take their positions too heavy, and then they belittle the people that God placed in front of them to make things right in their life. Sometimes God know you made a mistake and he forgive you for that mistake. So then he'll place another person, different form, different everything, for you to see if you gonna treat them the way you did the one in the beginning, to see that you learned that wasn't right. Sometimes people will put their mouth on you, and God will shut their mouth and make sure they can never speak about you again. I'm telling you, I have had people that has discussed me in negative ways apologize because God was spanking them. I have had people afraid to even put their neck, they don't even want to come in company with me no more, because once they attack me, things start falling in their life. I have had friends that showed me pictures of people's bodies being dismantled. Just said, oh girl, you see what's going on with them? I say, I'm going to pray for that young man. I ain't got nothing negative to say. And I know how he did me. I heard the rumors about what he said about me. But God favors me. That's why I'm still alive. That's why I'm a free spirit. That's why I'm able to tell my story, because my story is my testimony, and I ain't embarrassed about it. It's just some things that I had to learn along the way that made me a better individual. One thing about healing, I love the purging part when I cry, because I know that I'm healing while I'm crying. And I know that it's heavy, but once I get that last cry out, I feel a weight lifted. It took one of my adopted brothers, he a junior, he said, Camillia, I'll be glad when you just let all them burdens go that you carry, because they ain't even yours. Man, did he speak a lot without saying too much. And that was my favorite brother. But crazy, when we were little, I couldn't stand him. He couldn't stand me. We knocked each other teeth out in the front and everything. To today, that's my favorite brother. I would get a shirt off my back for him. My kids love him. That's my kids always be like, what about Uncle James? That's their favorite. Everybody else talk negatively about him. Say he losing his mind. I say he awakening. I say he's awakening to his gifts. So smart. Then read the Quran through the front to the back. When he started talking to me, I get quiet because I want to learn. Yep. I was 21 years old with 2 children, and God blessed me to have my own and maintain the house. A nice car, and we always have more than enough. I love God so much. Come on, transformation. When you don't even know what God gonna do in your life, and then he just set you up. He just put you somewhere, and he just be like, I got it from here. And your whole life been like, because nobody knew what to do with you. Nobody knew that you was gifted. They don't talk about gifted people enough. Chosen one thing. Nobody is chosen. Yes, it is. Moses was chosen. Peter was chosen. Matthew was chosen. Malachi was a prophet. Chosen by God. And guess what? One of them killed a man. Sure did. And he was forgiven by the Most High. So you can't tell me that God won't forgive you. And he won't heal your spirit. You just got to be ready for it. Samuel, chosen. Hannah, chosen. Ezekiel, chosen. You want to talk about some chosen people? Confirmation. They were chosen. See, I can look at people and tell that they got a light on them that people been trying to put out for so long. I read the eyes. People be looking at people's eyes, and people be looking, at their eyebrows and their skin. I read the eyes. The eyes will tell you a story that nobody else can't tell you. That's why I be looking at them. How you doing? And when I ask, I'm looking at you in the eyes. People be mad that you protected, baby. Somebody mad right now, you forgave them and they ain't never even told you sorry. I was one of the younger cousins and would talk about, I was one of the younger cousins and they would talk about me and when you made simple mistakes. See? Yeah, baby. I was one that they always, all of them, none of them like me. To today, everybody, where Camillia? Where Camillia? None of them like me. I was my mother's daughter. They can't go to a function without asking about me. How Camillia doing? I see her on Facebook. I see she monetized. She got stars and subscriptions from just being my authentic self. And I was angry back then. Go on my Facebook. You're going to see me lash out. You're going to see the anger. You're going to see I've changed. Boy, did I change. But I done been through some things. And I'm holding myself accountable. Just because I've been through things, that don't mean I can act ugly. That don't mean I can treat people ugly. When I want my energy off, I don't even want to have company. I shut down completely so I can get me back in alignment. Because I didn't hug somebody. I didn't read somebody. I didn't gave somebody a spiritual bath. I didn't went in too deep and I didn't protect myself. Sometimes God be trying to show you the bigger picture. It ain't about you. It's about the souls that he want to save through you. Woohoo! Sometimes it ain't about you. It's about the souls that he want to save through you. I need that not to go over your head. Sometimes the message ain't even for you. It's for the other people around you that hear you listening to the message and they may be going through and they need to hear that message. Sometimes the lesson ain't about you. It's about for you to go through it so people behind you can see that they gonna be able to get through it. I love y'all so much. I ain't come on here to steal all your time, but I wanted you to know that I love you. And they only gonna attack somebody that they feel is a threat. People not attacking you because you got beautiful hair, because you got beautiful teeth, because you drive a fancy car. They attacking you because it's you and you favored. They feel like you God's favorite. We are alike, Camillia, in so many ways. When I hear you talk, I say, I've been through that too. Oh, my baby. I be trying, man. And I think that's why, because my son, he be getting mad because so many of his friends attract to me. Like, they be wanting to hug me. And he be getting, he like, don't hug my mom. I be like, baby, it's okay. Let them hug me. They may be at a home where they mama don't rap. I be hugging these kids like, I love you. Did you have a good day today? Don't be bad. They be like, that's Junior mama. She's spiritual. Like, one of my son's friends, his mother into the spiritual business like me. When I say I just want to be, do your mama like me? He'll sit on the phone. Junior, let me talk to your mama. We'll have educational conversations where I be thinking I'm talking to a 37-year-old man. And he ain't nothing but a boy in 6th grade. Baby, I appreciate you for coming live. I love you. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for praying with me, y'all. You don't understand. When I get to praying and y'all with me, I just feel like it's like I'm in the middle and y'all all around me and we gathered holding each other's hands, just praying, like asking God to just heal our bloodline, asking God to just protect us, asking God to season our tongues with salt so we'll know what to say. I love y'all because today's people attention span is short. So you get to praying, they like, I gotta go. But my people be like, we got it together. When God say when two or more gather together, baby, we standing in the midst. We stronger together than we are apart. And I want to make, sooner or later, when I get to a certain amount, I want to take the time out to, I know I'm going to go see Britt Brat. I got to make, or she going to come see me. I want to make time out to meet my wonderful people. Whether it be a meet and greet, we sit down, we have lunch together, or I rent out a little place where we can just sit and see one another, lay eyes, like literally lay eyes on each other. Like, damn, you do sound how you look. You know what I'm saying? You know how I feel to just lay eyes on somebody and just get them the biggest hug in the world. Like, I think you need this hug. And then they love just pour back on you and you be feeling so warm. And then something in you just, it births something new. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all again. Take care of yourself today. Take some time out to go sit in that sun. I sat in that sun. I walked in the grass with my shoes off. I'm probably finna go back. Get grounded. Because what we got in store with this president and the things that's going on with these kids, only thing we can do is get grounded and stay in prayer. Cover your head. You going out there, put some gloves on before you touch your car door. People be touching people's cars and everything. You will never know that they didn't put some fentanyl on your car door. Pay attention to your surroundings. When you walking, if you see a shadow, let them walk on in front of you. Pay attention to people coming up. Just pay attention. This not to scare you. This to keep you aware. Because to be aware is to stay alive. I love y'all so much. I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself, okay? My old neighbor nicknamed herself Britt Brat when I lived in Philly. Really? I be calling Britt Brat because I love her, boy. We be having conversations about stuff and I be like, Thank you, God. You gave me sisters from another mother. I look at y'all like family. Like y'all my people. Y'all my. And when I'm not on here, I just be praying like, God, I still pray for you. Every morning when I pray for my kids, I pray for my friends, I pray for my family, because prayer changes things. You could be sitting right where you're at today and be in a multi-million-dollar house tomorrow because of prayer, because you waited, because you wasn't rushing the process. You feel me? And then you can have everybody around you like, damn, they was just in a low income, they was just homeless, they was just in a shelter. And God gonna be like, now you got everybody mouth open because they never thought it would be you. Don't give up on yourself. Don't stop encouraging yourself. Pour into you. Take yourself on a date. If it ain't nothing but you going into a botanical shop. If it ain't nothing but you going to go buy you some more vitamins, going to buy you some facial products, going to Ulta. If it ain't nothing but you taking a ride by yourself and letting the wind hit your face. Take care of you. Take care of your mental health. Because that's a big thing that people don't want to talk about. Because when your mental is together, everything else gonna flow. I'm telling you it will. I love you. Be kind to somebody if you can. And you ain't got to buy them nothing. You could just say, I love that dress you got on. Oh, you looking sharp. I love your shoes, sir. That's a nice sweater. I guarantee you. You put a smile on somebody's face, you don't even know what they could be going through. That could be somebody that just had some suicidal thoughts and you just said, oh, you so beautiful. Now you making them, you right. You know? I'll see you soon. I love y'all. You said I look like your, hey, Alvin. I look at you as family too. That's what I'm saying. So if you need me for anything, make sure you email me. Give me some time because I'm working on one phone. You see what Junior did to this one. If you have reached out and you do got my personal number, baby, I am not ignoring you. I promise you I'm not ignoring you. I can't get to you. So, because I didn't, I give my kids an allowance and I gave them a little extra money this week. I got to wait to get this phone fixed. But still leave me a message. I can still check the voicemails and shoot me an email. Because what if you can't get through to me on this line, send me an email. I check my emails all the time. I love you. I love you. Come on. Give me a hug. Come on, man. Oh, you smell good, too. Some of y'all smell like a little vanilla. You hugging me back? Come on, you got to hug me back so this will work. No, don't touch the butt. Somebody done reach down. I'm just saying. I'll see y'all soon. I love you. Okay? Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. God got you.